She said, promise me nothing's gonna change, cause honestly I've been all in my brain like constantly. I've been going on my way. She said I've been going on my way just to trust, and told me I'm so down to earth like what you thought it was. And I'm really starting to think I'm coming undone. Starting to lose the feeling every single time we touch. Can I get a warning before you switch on me? Or can you tell me to my face that you don't want me? This shit been waiting on me and I feel like concrete. And lately it been seeming like I know you hardly. You good at talking that shit when I'm saying sorry. And I don't think for real the two would be my shorty. And when I go around your friends, they always looking salty. And if I walk away, then they gon' diss me probably. You're not loving me no more, I'm just a losing. I just wanna know who you think you're fooling. Heartbreak, whole time I'm out of moving. She said, promise me nothing's gonna change, cause honestly I've been all in my brain like constantly. I've been going on my way. She said I've been going on my way just to trust, and told me I'm so down to earth like what you thought it was. And I'm really starting to think I'm coming undone. Starting to lose the feeling every single time we touch. All these bitches play too much and that's the issue. I can't fuck with none of them, man, I can't pretend to. And how you going ghost after everything we've been through? I'm sending SOS cause I don't get the signals. I'm looking up and I can use an angel. I wish we could go back to being strangers. I know that you're going through stages. I'm beginning to think we toxic and I'm dangerous. You're not loving me no more, I'm just a losing. I just wanna know who you think you're fooling. Heartbreak hotel, I'm out and moving. She said, promise me nothing's gonna change, cause honestly I've been all in my brain like constantly. I've been going on my way. She said I've been going on my way just to trust, and told me I'm so down to earth like what you thought it was. And I'm really starting to think I'm coming undone. Starting to lose a feeling every single time we touch. Doing rockstar real things. Got a new kind of ring. Pull up at the big surf, and I got a big surf. Used to see us put us in the work. We been smoking good, good. Smoking on a good, good. Living like a young man should. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm all alone. Thinking about the times that we had on our own. Even everything that was on the phone. It's all deleted, 'cause I don't wanna see it. I know that. I never cross your mind, do ya? 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 And I keep on thinking of you. And I keep on dreaming of you. Yeah, yeah. I can't even feel when we're both alone tonight. Yeah, yeah. Hey, and I keep on thinking of you. Alright, okay. And I keep on dreaming of you. Okay, alright. I can't even feel when we're both alone tonight. Feel you in my arms, it's the best. I don't ever wanna let go. See you in my head, and I don't know if I wanna let go. Happy days come around when I'm feeling cold. Sad boy got the silence when he in the room. Listen to the drop, I've been taking on my time, it's a lot. Spending all the cookies and I'm locked. Looking on a beat that is cocked. Living my life but I'm feeling the pain. I had to get my life together, rearrange. I remember we were broke, now it's music all day. Not talking seasons, but it's all about the Coldplay. Never ever ever stop, even when I hate to say. I just gotta keep doing my thing if you ever need me. And I keep on thinking of you. And I keep on dreaming of you. Yeah, yeah. I can't even feel when we're both alone tonight. Yeah, yeah. Hey, and I keep on thinking of you. And I keep on thinking about you. And I keep on dreaming of you. And I keep on dreaming. I can't even feel when we're both alone tonight. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, okay,
Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never
Ladies and gentlemen, is it great to be alive on a Wednesday night for some Counter-Strike action or what? Welcome to the stream. My name is McCarthy, joined by the handsome Zeph himself, and we have got another amazing round one matchup here for CROSSFIRE Season 2 playoffs featuring Brazen and Holly Molly. Zeph, how are you doing tonight?
Dude, I'm doing fantastic. I'm looking forward to these two teams coming into this match. This is actually a pretty big deciding match. I mean, this is the playoffs, obviously, but the winner of this moves on to the quarterfinals against Neon Lights, and that's not a team you can really doubt at all. They have been coming up through this last few months, and they've been really grinding things out. They actually went to a LAN together recently. So either way, whoever wins this game, they're still gonna have a pretty tough opponent moving forward.
Yeah, we did get to see Neon Lights play last night, taking their match 2-0, moving on to the quarterfinals, as you were talking about. And to start off, let's talk about this Brazen team. So we got a new face coming in here. Talk to me a little bit about the new guy in town.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't know if it was a cut situation or if maybe Jester moved on to another roster, but Brazen had brought on Seb from the former Might roster from this past season, and it's definitely something interesting to point out as well, because I did ask Polo how exactly they were why they picked up Seb, as well as how they're really going to set him up. And this is what Polo said, and I quote, "It felt like we were one vocal, experienced player away from a lot of wins, and it has been going great so far. He's slotting into Jester's roles, which are pretty active on T side, so we're short of sharing the aggressive rifle roles on most maps depending on what I call. He's been playing well, and I'm excited to see what damage we can do moving forward. Pre-game discussion, map, what to get control of, and how the players will look out for each other." And I think that's a very good way to go about things. I do think Seb does bring in a lot more firepower onto this roster. I know last season he averaged a 1.31 HLTV and 88 ADR, a lot higher than the average for ESEA Advanced. So I do think this is a very good pickup for Brazen, and I think this just definitely increases the firepower exponentially.
Absolutely, a massive pickup indeed. I mean, this is a team already coming into the playoffs that have a plus 36 round differential against their opponents from Group D. I mean, didn't drop a single map throughout the entire regular season, and now they're making a even more substantial upgrade to adding more firepower to this team. I mean, I don't know what exactly we're expecting here, but I'm expecting just pure firepower throughout the entire series. And nothing to discredit Holly Molly either.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Holly Molly, I mean, sure, they didn't really have the best of seasons in advance this past season, running 6-8 in the regular season, and unfortunately not making playoffs. But now they've made playoffs in CROSSFIRE, and that's what really matters right now. I know a couple of them actually averaged some pretty good ratings. Omu being most notable here with a 1.22 and 85 ADR average overall, and then followed by Emblem with a 1.14 and 81 ADR. Now this roster has been together for a while. They have the reps underneath their belts. I know Brazen, we were talking about Seb. He was just recently added to that roster. When the playoffs finished, Brazen made third place overall, and that was fairly recently. Now they're bringing in this new fifth player. So Holly Molly going into this, not really going to have a lot of demos to really see how Seb is going to be playing with this new roster. But I do think that Holly Molly have this ability to grind out these rounds, really grind these games through on, and really just push their way through and make Brazen and other teams very, very nervous, I would say. Holly Molly is definitely a team you don't want to underestimate at all.
And the cool thing about Counter-Strike is it really is anybody's game. It's a matter of who shows up with the better game plan the day of the match. And, we were talking a little bit before we went live, but we had a little time to kill. Holly Molly is one of those teams, like you get into that late game, and we've seen them a lot in CROSSFIRE, having those late game matchups where they're going, 20 plus rounds in the regular in the regular sides before going into OT or the match ending beforehand. So it's something that is to look out for. With the firepower on Brazen, you can't really discredit Holly Molly's factor to be able to push those games to the limit.
Absolutely, and I think that's what makes a dangerous team, honestly. I don't think Holly Molly is a dangerous team. You go into these matches thinking, oh, okay, 6-8 in advanced, okay, obviously, they've kept their spot, but I mean, we went 9-5 in advance. We should roll these guys. But then all of a sudden, you get punched in the mouth, and Holly Molly are up like 11-8 in the second half. You know what I mean? And I think that is where Holly Molly will shine their best. These players, like you said, can really grind out these rounds and really push the limits of their opponent. And I do think that is what we are going to see tonight.
Absolutely. On paper, this Brazen team should be able to take this series without an issue, but like I said, you cannot discredit Holly Molly at all, be able to take it to the limit. But I think coming into this, we are going to be seeing a 2-0 on the side of Brazen. That's just my prediction, at least. But I don't think it's going to be as one-sided as we saw last night with the Wanagoons matchup versus 5frag. You know, it was very heavily favored for Wanagoons coming into it. Wanagoons took care of business, just absolutely dominated the entire time. But I think this one's going to be a little bit more closer than what the box score is going to show.
I can definitely agree with you with that. I do also as well think Brazen will 2-0 Holly Molly. I think with the map veto, I think it definitely does favor Brazen. I mean, map 2 is Mirage, and from what I've seen throughout Holly Molly's history for the last few months, they don't have a single rep of Mirage under their belt with this core roster. So as much as I do agree, I think map 1 will go pretty distant, if not all full 24 rounds regulation. But I would not be too surprised, you know, with Brazen having that experience on Mirage. Maybe, I don't want to say necessarily blowing out Holly Molly on map number 2, but I do think maybe it'll be like a 13-6, 13-7, I would say.
Yeah, it's something to keep in mind as well. Brazen has gone to overtime twice, along with Holly Molly as well. Brazen has not lost an overtime match. Holly Molly 1-1 respectively. So it'll be interesting to see if Holly Molly is able to push Brazen to overtime, you know, past that regulation. Speaking of the match, we are still waiting on one of the players on the side of Holly Molly. So in the meantime, we'll throw it over to a quick break. When we come back, we'll get the map started.
Intoxicated, I'm a waste. Hoping I can drown the sorrows, but I love that bitter taste. Visions of you. Half past 9 and I can't see straight. I'm hoping that I'll make it tomorrow, but right now I'm off in my face. Stay here on the ground. It's overrated. The cityscape escapes you with a sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make it. You take off on an updraft by the tower, and you overtake it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I see it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Oh, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? Overrated, the cityscape parades you with a sound. It's delineated, no one here has even learned your name, but they all claim that they saw you land and meant to do the same, but they won't make it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue? You maybe can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it crowded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. Real love, now I see you. Yeah, you know I do, to make it through the times we had. I see it now, I see it now. Real love, now I break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show. Yeah, somewhere the deep inside of you, I know you want me to. You're just afraid to say. Real love, now I see you, and I'll make it through to find the life that we once had. I see it now, I feel it now. Real love, now I see you, yeah, you know I do, to make it through the times we had. I see it now, I see it now. Real love, now I break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
I just wanna feel free, and I just wanna be me. Yeah, I just wanna go so crazy. I just wanna be a freak. Yeah, I just wanna rise to the top. Yeah, I just wanna go reach the peak. So I've been really real focused on success. Hey, yo, we'll see. Yeah, you won't see that I will get it, cause I'm really focused, man. I make it with the rap, and I just follow my path. I just follow my passion. To me, this is what's precious. Yeah, in my soul, man, I can feel it. So every single verse, man, I just gotta go and kill it, man. I gotta be the kid. I could be the guy taking you wild. I could be the villain, but good as a kid. Lately, I'm painting my path on my way. Yeah, I got no time that I can waste. So I've been sitting in the space. Yeah, making rest every day, man. You know that I go insane. Yeah, I hit you with a bullet to the brain. Better stop first, cause we going insane.
After several game crashes, router restarts, any other excuse that the teams could come up with to delay the game any further, we are finally live with map 1 here with the playoffs of Brazen and Molly to kick things off. Paulo with 3, immediately making it 4 with the Berettas. 5 off the rip. Paulo with the Berettas going nuts after the late start to the match, finally getting us live. I mean, What a way to kick off that first round.
Yeah, what a stellar start to map number 1 here from Polo. I mean, I didn't expect him to get all 5 there. I mean, usually in that scenario, you're able to get maybe like 1, 2, 3 at the most. The fact he gets all 5 is absolutely incredible. That's going to be a confidence booster for Brazen.
I mean, my guy doing his best Rops impression.
It does seem that way. It really does. And with that round, of course, Holly Molly forced back onto low-end pistols, but a little bit of damage being done by Omo. Towards outside. Polo taken down to 69 points of health, of course, but
Nice.
shouldn't really matter too much. Shouldn't really matter too much, as these long-range weapons should do the trick for him. There we go. Legacy finding 2, but the trade from Omu gonna be good. Polo chimes in with one of his own, and Flash and Larry now trying to figure out what to do here. And well, maybe that's a start. It's up. Unfortunately for Larry, it's not gonna work out too well. And Polo once again just tapping them as he goes, and that's gonna be a 7-0 star for him and a 2-0 star for Brazen.
Yeah, a bit of a rough situation to put yourself in on the side of Holly Molly. Hoping to hit at least 1 or 2 of those Ds, break the economy just a little bit, but yeah, Polo, again, that's got to do something immediately to the confidence of Holly Molly, just tanking that after the delays setting in. You know, that has to do something to the environment of the team early on. And then coming out and immediately getting aced by a guy with dual Berettas just right in your face. Definitely not the best feeling.
Oh yeah, that's 100% true. I can't tell you how many times it's cracked my mental in the face of Pug getting owned by dualies in the first round, but T might look to change that. Actually takes down that person who aced earlier in the game and actually finds another one as well. Takes down Grape through the smoke through Mini, and that's going to be a good start for Holly Molly to really get themselves into this round. That's going to force the MP9 of Seb, the new addition to this Brazen roster, to make some sort of a move here towards Trophy, but the gunfire from Larry will stall him out. Slowly but surely, Fugi, presence no, takes that fight towards Emblem. Is able to connect though. Onto that headshot. Could potentially go over that AK if he wants to, but Molly will force him out, and Flash is going to be outside, maybe spotted. Fugi moving towards that inner part of A site. He decides to actually go towards Hut. Crosshair will just be better onto Fugi. They're going to take this A site. Now Seb and Legacy, now is the decision to see if they want to save or actually go for this. That's going to be the start from Seb. He'll take down Larry, but still a lot of work to be done. Omu is low, and so is Flash. One correctly placed HE grenade might do the trick, but Seb, 8 HP of his own. Slowly but surely, take. Not looking too likely as they're going to let time tick down. It looks like they're just going to try and go for exits here. Legacy does have a good line onto where Flash might be. Oh, nope. Actually, he's in Mini. So, the goal here, maybe have Seb just kind of stay around, try and pick them off as they're running out of the site, trying to save their weapons, and just have Legacy save that A1S. And that should be another round for, well, actually, the first round, excuse me, for Holly Molly.
I'm not going to try to let Legacy live either, but he picks up 2 of his own.
Good round from Holly Molly, especially from Flash there, finding those 2 opening frags towards outside.
Through the smoke, nonetheless.
Yeah. A little bit of old-fashioned Stewie 2K action on outside, some might say. Now, if you're Holly Molly, right, you know, you won that round, maybe your opponent's on a mixed spy here, but you do know Legacy has the A1S. What's your thoughts going through this? What do you think they might try and pull here?
You'd like to see a little bit more map space taken, personally. In my opinion, at least, you know,
Of course, you got the standard CT setup here in Inner. It's Polo. Man, having a great start to map number 1. 7-1 for him. Legacy got right behind him with a 4-1 score. And I like the fact that Larry has a Mac 10 here. I mean, I know their buy may not have been too good, but that does give them the freedom and maybe rush something down if they do decide to do so. But another smoke from Seb towards top ramp will deny that pressure. We finally get those late outside smokes as well from Holly Molly, so that should give them the ability to sneak down towards Secret, but actually, Sweetie's gonna disconnect from the server. I'm not sure if that's gonna work out well, as Omu does find Polo, so we're back into a 4-on-4 at least, but Grape's gonna be closing up towards Secret with the MP9, is able to find the headshot onto Flash. Should realize sooner or later that the last 2 remaining members of Holly Molly will be here, as Legacy does take down Larry on the other side of the map. And he's just gonna be jumping, he spots out 2. All Grape has to really do here is just stay alive and wait for his teammates to rotate down towards his B-bomb segment with 20 seconds left on the clock and ticking down fast. Holly Molly are going to try and save, and it looks like Brazen aren't going to be aware of this, and they're going to try and save themselves.
Yeah, you have to think, too, after this round, we're probably going to be looking at another tech pause, hopefully nothing super lengthy, and that definitely has to play into what the game plan was for that round going into it as well. I mean, map space being taken by Holly Molly, starting to work their way to the site, as it looks like Sweet Tea is back in the server. There's no money to purchase anything, so we are just going to be hanging on to the clock. So tech pause does come in. Take a look and see if there's gonna be any further delay, or if they're just gonna let this run out and then we'll get back into it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe Sweet Tea had that error come up where it's I don't know how to describe it, but it comes up with a message saying Steam is required to join the server or something like that. And that's I hate that. It's happened to me more recently in the last few updates, and I mean the fix for me has just been to completely restart Steam, because I mean obviously you need Steam to play Counter-Strike, but
Yeah.
It's nothing too major, so I'm not expecting too big of a tech pause here. And actually it looks like we're gonna go right into the buy time, so that's good. It's good to hear. No more delays.
No more delays. We went through enough. Stalled the first 7-8 minutes of the map, so getting into the action a little bit more. No further delay.
Yes, indeed. And once again, I mean, Holly Molly did lose that round, unfortunately, off the back of Sweet Tea disconnecting due to a tech issue. But they're going to rush down this ramp as Seb, the newcomer, able to find one. Able to back off with his life. Legacy is able to support him over towards J Hall. Able to find one onto Larry. Looks to find a second one as well. Takes down Omu. But Omu actually gets that trade onto Fugi. And Legacy takes down Emblem, excuse me. And now they've made this A site their home. And they're getting that bomb down as well. But the quick rotation from Great could cause things. Gonna get the kill though. Denied that bomb play. And now it is just Omu in a 1-on-4. It's going to be a very difficult situation for him to clutch. And it's not going to work out well as Legacy takes him down. It's going to be a fairly clean round out of Brazen.
Yeah, I'm surprised he was able to get there as quick as he was to stop the plant, disrupt the plant. I'm surprised that player did not stick with him onto the site and elected to go towards Hut.
Yeah, part of me is wondering as well, maybe when I think that was Emblem that died towards, or not Emblem, excuse me. I think that maybe Fugi dying towards Hut that maybe got that call through. They saying, hey, the last 2 guys are here, and Grape decided to just push right on through. And speaking of pushing, they're actually going to run right through the Hut area, and Grape's going to get stalled out as well. The nades will be good. Fugi once again finding those nades. Grape finding 2, and actually the double Kobe from Fugi will be good, and he's shutting down this push, and that's going to be the 3K for him with support from Mr. Grape as well before Grape goes down to the Tech 9, but 1 kill only for Holly Molly.
See that ricochet shot he just hit to get the AK?
I did. That was actually kind of nuts.
Yeah, that was impressive.
It took me a second to process that. I don't get this. You don't get to really see too much of those little moments too often in Counter-Strike nowadays. You know, back in the day, seeing Shroud like throw an HE grenade to try and pick up the op last second. You know? Yeah. So. But speaking of an op, Omu's got it. First one to pick up the big green here tonight. And Emblem is actually going to find that first frag of the round onto Polo, who had a very strong start to the map, but actually started to simmer down a little bit. Legacy is going to bury himself over towards Secret, 8-1 for the kid. And so far, so good for this Brazen CT lineup.
A couple times now we've seen Holly Molly get the first blood, win the opening duel, and kind of crumble a little bit after that, not know what to do from there. Grape had a little bit of awkward timing there with Larry for a quick moment, but nonetheless able to secure the kill, make it a 4v4. But it's just so weird, like how Holly Molly get the opening blood and they're not taking any space, they're not electing to back up, try to maybe rethink a little bit what they want to do. It's kind of just like a stall almost, like they're unsure.
Yeah, it really does feel like they're slowly taking like microaggressions at certain areas of the map, finding that pick and then immediately backing off, maybe trying to confuse Brazen, see if Brazen makes any sort of mistake first. Because I mean, once typical CT Counter Strike is when one person goes down, you have to make an aggression somewhere else on the map. And I mean, so far it's been working for Holly Molly as Fugi gets taken out by Emblem towards his A site. Back into a 3-on-2. Graves coming up the ladder. Oh, but gets spotted unfortunately. And Legacy will be down with him below, so this inner sight and top half of the map will be cleared. As they're going to have to go through Secret and rotate back through Mini. Grape should have intuition that is going to be one towards Heaven, but are they going to expect Flash close up? And well, while Legacy won't, Grape will. Now into a 1-on-2. 18 HP to his name. Trying to clutch this, but Sweet Tea is in the round-winning position, and with Emblem planting bomb back towards Silo, it's going to make things very, very difficult for this 1v2 clutch. He's got the kit in hand, slowly making his way up. Sweet Tea should start to realize this sooner or later as the time ticks down. And not a lot of time left to plant this bomb, or defuse it, excuse me. Oh, okay. Great, pulling out his knife at the wrong time. And looked like he might wanted to go for the ninja there. He had a smoke in hand, so...
Yeah, I think he was definitely debating on it. He still had time, had the kit for it as well, like you mentioned. It's just awkward timing up there in Evan.
Have you had you ever tried to ninja in CS? You ever have a good story for that?
I've been ninja'd on plenty of times. I can't say that I myself have pulled off a miraculous ninja like that, but...
It's very hard. Not too many people get that lucky. I mean, it is, of course, a rarity, and you see that clearly in Tier 1 as well. I mean, it's incredibly rare to see one of those. Right now, we do get that op setup now from Legacy. Picking it up. Breaking that window, maybe faking that he's going to be over towards that window area, but readjusts. I imagine any second here we will see the op duel from Boomer, but actually the cross is not going to be good enough as the nade's blown. Good teamwork from Brazen to give Legacy that pick, and he's going to find another one as well. Polo going to chime in with 1-2, but finally a trade from Emblem. It's still going to be a 2-man disadvantage for Holly Molly. That might be different here as Larry tries to find a timing through the smoke, but Fugi's going to be one step ahead of him. Well and prepared for, but now Emblem 1-on-4. And I'm saying it's impossible, but it is a good start. Unfortunately, he ate a lot of damage, though, from Fugi. Now, if you're the IGL of Holly Molly here, I mean, what's going through your head? You know, it seems like everything you're doing isn't necessarily working to your expectations.
I'd like to see a little bit more aggression outside. They're giving, like you said, first blood almost, within the first 20-25 seconds of the round, and then kind of just unsure about what to do. So I'd like to see them take a little bit more space outside, maybe just do a fast, aggressive run down underground to B site, try to get the bomb down quickly, catch Brazen off guard as a timeout comes in on the side of Holly Molly. So probably having that conversation right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like I said, Brazen have been playing a pretty normal CT side. I would say nothing too out of the ordinary or game breaking per se. But I mean, we were talking about it in the pre-show. I mean, this is a 5-man roster that is very stacked in terms of firepower. Like, there really is no weak link. And then not only that, but adding Seb as well into it. And I mean, he's already had a hell of a season of his own. So I mean, it is going to be like that CT side of Brazen will be, in my personal opinion, where the stars will shine for this roster. And I mean, we're kind of seeing that right now as well. I mean, 6-2 lead on Nuke. And I don't really think it's going to... I mean, it would have to take a cataclysmic failure from this roster to really start losing these rounds. I mean, I do think, like I said, it is a very heavily firepowered lineup. Speaking of firepower, Holly Molly, unfortunately, only on those Tech 9s, but we have seen some miracles with the Tech 9s before, and they're going to try to rush right through towards Ramp Room. Seb able to find one and actually escapes with his life. He doesn't go down there. Able to find another one as well. Seb finding 2, looking for a 4. Yes, he will, but no ace. But he does get to dink Emblem, and Legacy closing out the round in a heroic play from Seb.
I mean, we were just talking about it. There's not a weak link on this team. You got the new guy, Seb, getting a 4K of his own when he's called upon to be able to hold himself down over at ramp. And you would like to see a little bit more out of Holly Molly, not just because, they're going up against a team with the firepower of Brazen, but this is their map pick, You'd like to think with them starting on the least favorable side, they would have a little bit more in their playbook coming into the match.
Yeah, and I mean, currently Larry seems to be having just one of those games where you feel like you're doing everything right and nothing's working. And
Was
okay. I think
you know, maybe his monitor turned off. That's always a possibility. Maybe the monitor turned off and he just didn't know he was standing in the fire, you know. But
maybe it seems like everyone's monitor on Brazen turned off. There's Omu who's able to find 2 towards that A site. He headshots, but Grape's actually gonna find 2 of his own, and it's packing it with 2 on 3. Grape still staying alive on this site, but hold on, Seb's from the falling Larry. Now on to 1 on 2. Seb still has that HP, and he's gonna run through that molly and take a lot of damage as well. Decides to pick up that AK. Finally going down onto this A site. Oh my goodness! How does he find that headshot to Omu? It is just Sweet Tea. Oh, he pulls out the knife. Sweet Tea will win the 1-on-1, but that was a very close round.
as like you said, it feels like you're doing everything right, and then just everything it's a domino effect. It just falls on top of you, and it just goes to nothing. Holly Molly able to pull out the round win finally there. I almost feel like that was unintentional. Like that was not the intention of the round. Was to get that, but crazier things have happened.
I definitely think that might have been one of the more bizarre rounds we've seen in CROSSFIRE this season. That's for sure. But Holly Molly will take that. We'll think that's a gift from above.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did Polo pull out his smoke there in the previous round and try and extinguish it, and then he just missed? Or okay, it sounds like that is
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it seems like CS:GO is still a thing, I guess. If you know, you know.
Yeah, everybody doing their summon impression.
Honestly, yeah. And Seb once again being pressured towards this ramp room, smoking a flash. We'll deny that potentially from Holly Molly, but they're still going to get close through. Seb is going to be isolated here, but with Legacy supporting him towards J-Hall, it will be able to find 2 in his favor, looking for a 3rd. Legacy, keeping the dream alive, goes for a 4th, actually. A very bold play for him to do that. Do the Molly, not really necessary, but he just wants that highlight.
Denied through the fire and the flames.
Yes, indeed. And now, Polo, you're up, buddy. Trying to redeem yourself from the previous round. No Molly here for you to burn in. You're going to be tucked in dark here towards the bottom site. And Omu, he's going to be going right through. I don't think they're going to clear this. The smoke should give him the pressure. And oh, Boogie's actually going to get that frag instead. Polo chimes in as well, giving Brazen an 8-3 lead here on the CT side of Nuke. Yeah, like we were saying, I mean, this firepower from Brazen is very strong, and I think we've seen some pretty bold plays as well. Legacy with that 3K in the ob, you know, Seb in the earlier round, Polo with the pistol. I mean, these players have come to play tonight, that's for sure. And they're dominating.
Yeah, and I think it goes without doubting too that this is more so, because practice and league matches are entirely different environment. You know, I think that's something that everybody is aware of, and this being the first time that we're seeing this Brazen roster in a league match together, it's a little bit of a different environment for them. So I'm sure that as you know, we're watching them play in real time, they're learning about how they like to play with one another in those environments. You know, with practice, you're trying these new things out, and come game time, you know, you're putting those things to action, and so far so good. You know, you like to see what you're seeing out of Brazen.
Absolutely, and what I don't like to see is them currently in a 2-on-3 scenario. I mean, they had the upper advantage with these weapons going into this round, and Holly Molly will get a bomb player. Not that it'll matter too much. I mean, economic-wise, I mean, this is the last round of the half, but Holly Molly won't like this a lot. And that's gonna force Greep and Seb, the new 2 teammates, really trying to work together here and get this retake going. Ooh, they're gonna go for the double heaven position as well. Sweetie will call the noise is being made. Larry has that Tech 9 as well, close range, but Emblem back towards Squeaky will make his presence known as he takes down Seb, and the dig onto Grape might just close out this round and give Holly Molly a 4th. But hold on, Emblem gets taken down by the long range A1, but never mind, Sweetie closing out the round.
8-4 half. Solid start for Brazen on the more favorable side. Now switching sides. Holly Molly, your map pick. The favorable side now. Let's see what you got in the bag.
Yeah, I have to say as well, one thing I didn't mention earlier from Holly Molly, and I find this very intriguing. They've played Nuke twice. They've won it once. They have a 50% win rate. their T side win rate is a 50% win rate, and their CT side win rate is also a 50% win rate. So just the fact that the it just happens to be that way is kind of intriguing to me. So we'll have to see really what's going on here. But great R8, oh my. Haven't really seen that too often, and Holly Molly are going to try and punish this. Get aggressive towards this lobby, have this lobby crunch underway, but the pistol kills are going back and forth, but with a double kill from Larry, it will bring it back into a 2-on-2 situation. Polo might rain death from above, though. He is trying to sniff out the 2 remaining players of Holly Molly. Graves made his way through towards that A site as well. A little bit of chatter going on in game chat currently, and Larry does have a kit, though, and a smoke and a flash. It seems like Seb got a jump scare, actually. Something you like to see. Great game, very polished. A little bit of banter between Seb and Sweet Sea, of course. It's what you like to see. And they've actually cleared out lobby, and have really lost track of the final duo of Holly Molly. And with bomb in hand, I would imagine they go towards this B bomb site. They aren't taking their sweet old time, and of course they do have the time to play with. But hold on. They've actually decided to go back towards this heaven area. This could come back to bite them, but the timing's going to be perfect. Both Flash and Larry are going to be rotating down Ven, and oh my goodness, the timing in this game is impeccable. But the sound they make when they drop should make it obvious that they're on A, and that will maybe give it now. Yeah, okay, they've realized it. The bomb plant has certified it. Brazen with the bomb down now in a 2-on-2 play here. Larry, 2 kills. He went 0 for 11 in that first half, but he's got 2 kills when it's mattered most in this pistol. Making his way up here. Grape still on that R8 revolver, looking to find a kill. Actually tags down Flash quite a bit. Looking to maybe find another one as well, but Larry, once again, finding his 3rd in this game. He stepped up certainly when it matters most. And with a smoke in hand, the kit as well. Flash could be good, but he's going to stick that defuse. Polo, you're going to have to stick it, buddy, but it looks like it's going to be by the skin of their teeth. Holly Molly will find the pistol.
Yeah, a bit awkward there. I mean, just aiming just a little bit too high from where the Holly Molly player was. I mean, just drag the mouse down just a little bit, and the round is almost guaranteed for Brazen, but nonetheless, Larry finally on the board, got more kills that round than he did the entire first half, picking up 3, getting the 3K on the pistol round, and set himself up finally on the board. He has finally waken up.
Yeah, and that should hopefully build some confidence in him, and maybe boost some confidence in his teammates. I could entirely switch the momentum of this game so far. You don't want to give anything away too easily, though. Flash, 3 HP, is able to squeak out a kill onto Seb. He should certainly just back off here, but the long range MP9 from Larry will give him the cover he needs to back off. And once again, what's your opinion on the R8, actually? I'm curious, because you don't really get to see too many people use it nowadays.
Nah, I mean, if it works for you, it's just one of those things. Like, it's like with people that the P250, you know. Okay. You know, maybe there was a secret update for it. You know, we just missed that out on the patch notes. Just completely ignored it. Because if Grape's hitting shots like that, I mean, you know, maybe they know something we don't know. But me, I'm not an R8 user. I mean, I think it's a cool gun. I do like to see it pull out every now and then, you know. But it's not my cup of tea.
No, I don't blame you. I mean, I feel like I'm more of a Deagle guy myself.
Yep.
I feel like Deagle clips just hits better. You know what I mean? Getting a crisp 1 Deag, which is what Legacy is looking for here. But he's gonna get a dinked of his own with the MP9 from Omu. And there we go, a clean round for the most part outside the double kill death from Flash. We'll bring it back into a 2-round game for Holly Molly.
Maybe their CT side is just a lot more polished than their T side. Now, I mean, T side nuke, you know, is in its own, you know, a hard side alone. But you know, with the level of talent that you see in Counter-Strike nowadays, you know, you see a lot of these teams that are able to string together 5, 6, 7 rounds on the T side. You know, whether it is starting on that side.
Yeah, how does Omu live as long as he has? How does Fugi get taken down there? Oh, if I'm Fugi, I'm angry at my teammates. As they're going to go down 1 by 1. Flash, he's really started to step up here on this CT side. Another multi-kill round for him, and it's back into a 2-on-2. Legacy and Grape now trying to figure out where the hell have they gone? What has happened to the rest of my team?
Yeah, just in a moment's notice, everybody just dropped dead in lobby. It felt like it was a 5v5, now down to a 2v2 in a span of what felt like 5-6 seconds.
It really did. I mean, Holly Molly, like we saw in that pistol, they crunched the lobby, and they once again do it here. That's a bold call to do it. But I kind of respect it a little bit, too. Not really... I mean, I'm sure they know coming into this game, Brazen are the favorite, but to not respect them either, I feel like that's going to be the big punch in the mouth we were talking about Holly Molly giving to these upper echelon of the teams in this season to really put them on the back foot. And this might be the chance given for Holly Molly, because they're going to be put into a really good spot here. Flash, it will be up on the T roof, a little bit isolated from his teammate, though. But Bomb is down, actually. This is a very good spot to be in. I didn't realize that. So now Legacy and Grape are taking these angles one by one, slowly but surely trying to find these openers. Legacy was looking up towards the roof, but Might has been spotted, able to find one, looking to find a second one as well. Flash, a 4K, and a beautiful one at that. And Holly Molly, well, they're slowly but surely crawling their way back into this map.
Again, like you mentioned, 50% win rate on the CT side, 50% on the T side when it comes to nuke. We have only seen them play it twice, so you know the stats for that are going to be just a little wonky as far as that goes. But so far so good for the CT side of Holly Molly.
Absolutely, and they're going to be happy with that round for sure. I mean, that's going to put Brazen on the back foot. Pistols. Now, gotta figure out what the call is going to be here for Brazen. What is Polo going to call for his teammates? 4 Tech 9s and a Deagle, and the call's going to be rush out this A site with a full white flash. Too great will blind him as Larry's going to fight 2 before he gets taken down. Sweetie has still not been spotted, but actually, as I say that, never mind. Flash again, another double kill in the round. That's 3 multi-kill rounds in a row for him.
And 4 rounds straight for Holly Molly. I mean, the tempo has entirely flipped now. It is an even score line. You know, that little cushion that Brazen had coming into to the second half is completely gone now. And Larry, I know we were dogging on him, you know, a little bit coming into the second half. Guy was 0-11. Guy has turned it up. He is 6-2 in the second half. He is definitely more comfortable now, and it is showing.
Absolutely, and they're putting the pressure onto Legacy as he's actually going to get tagged down 34 HP without even seeing anybody, but Larry gets taken out instead. And of course, with the economics of this map and of this game, of course, we are going to see no op on Brazen, maybe limiting Legacy's playstyle a little bit there, but not limiting Omu. Aggressive stance towards that squeaky area and able to find one. Flash will be on this flank onto Grape, but will he look at the right time? Oh, but Grape turns around at the perfect time. Oh my goodness. Flash might be very upset with that, but this op from Omu has made his way up towards T-Roof. But nobody's going to be home outside as Polo's going to be clearing out Squeaky. Calling to his teammates, hey, I've got this A site, and I think we should just go A. I mean, Molly towards Vent will isolate Emblem, forcing him not to rotate up through the Vent, but oh my goodness, Omu! What is happening? You missed the clear op shot. Oh dear, you hate to see that.
Flash and Umu are gonna want both of those back when they go back and they watch this VOD later. Putting
Oh my god!
What? Yeah, what was this round? Are you kidding me? Yo.
I don't even, I
Someone
have no
check
words.
his PC. No, call a timeout. Check his PC.
That might be more bizarre than the round we were talking about previously. I mean, my god, when these two teams meet, I mean, it certainly is electric, that's for sure. And we're only on map 1. There's really no clear indicator on who's going to win this, as Holly Molly really started to claw their ways back there. We do finally see Legacy on that AWP. Maybe able to cause some confusion, maybe delay any sort of push from Holly Molly out here. No, Louis. Oh, he looked like he was going to try and go aggressive there with that AWP.
No,
that would have been a... Yeah, very, very bold play to make. The boost in ramp room on Emblem. I'm thinking Fugi should maybe clear this, but he's a very hard angle to clear. Emblem should be in the favor of this duel if Fugi does decide to push through on it, but Grape is going to get caught off guard, and good teamwork. Larry will full white Grape get flashback kill, but oh my goodness, the headshot kill from Fugi will just be that much cleaner, and this B-bomb site will be rushed now as ramp room has been taken. But Flash and Omu will be rotating back down here. Smoke towards single door. The bomb will be going down. Retake should be on. As Flash will be good spot. The double peek from double is not going to be good enough though. As Flash will be taken down. And oh my goodness, Omu. Okay.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, and the Molly will
Where-
disguise Sweetie there, I think, as well. That is, okay, a lot of bizarre moments here in this game, but Brazen have really started to find their footing as they take a lead by 2 rounds, now hitting 10.
Is there a full moon out tonight? I mean, what were these last 2 rounds? That was
I'm
weird.
Googling this.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but the decision to walk not only through the Molly, but towards you knew at least 2 players were there. It ended up being 3, and then for Sweet Tea to kind of still walk across through the Molly, taking the damage that he was. It was just an interesting call out of Holly Molly, you know, and again that the tie that they had now is gone as well, and having to go back to the pistols a little bit, and they're about to meet up here with Grape and Macy. Another clip here. Oh,
Spray was good, though.
spray was good. Like to see it.
Now it's Polo's turn. Can he get that spray? Oh, and he can do better than that.
That's
Oh, my
nice.
good God. Polo, have mercy.
Getting a little friendly fire from his team as well. I think he ended up stealing the teammate's kill there.
I think he did, yeah. A little bit of banter, I'm sure, going on in the team speak, I imagine. And I did check. It's actually a waxing crescent tonight.
Whatever
so
that means.
unfortunately, no full moon.
The waxing crescent?
Yes.
Is that where it's like just a little filled in?
Yes, I think. Or no, I think it's when a majority of it is filled in, but you still have that like one portion of it in a little bit of a
I got
maybe
you,
like a
gotcha.
third of it or so. We've seen it. And the aggressive stance from Holly Molly will be punished as Larry is able to get one in return, but it's still a never mind, a 4-on-2 for Brazen. Is great, really just holding W down that B site. And this is Brazen now looking for map point on Nuke, stealing away the map pick of Holly Molly is in the cards for this evening. And if we just take a look at that scoreboard really quickly, I mean, look at the firepower on Brazen. Every single one of them is fragging. 17 kills on Grape and Legacy, 16 on 7 Polo, and Fugi 12 and 11. I mean, sure, he's a little bit behind, but he hasn't really been needed to be activated so far as the rest of his teammates are doing all the work. And yeah, this is a dangerous roster coming in through the rest of these playoffs potentially. I mean, firepower is just clearly over the moon, no pun intended, as we were just talking about that previously. But my goodness, Brazen making a statement here on the debut of Seb, and I imagine all these teams remaining that could potentially face Brazen, but the rest of the tournament will have a demo to review, that's for sure.
You got a combined 50 kills between Seb, Polo, and Legacy. Not to mention Grape as well, having 17 to his name as well. So 67 total kills just between the 4 players. But still alone, 50 and 30 between Seb, Polo, and Legacy. You know? And like we talked about, this team already was dominant. We had not seen them lose many rounds. It finished, you said 3rd in advanced. And now coming in, they make a massive upgrade, adding Seb in. And it looks like that it is definitely working out in their favor.
Yeah, and while there is a tack timeout here from Holly Molly, it looks like Fugi will pull out the P90 and Legacy with the sawed off as well. We're getting well, what's your thoughts on that?
I think they know in their mind that this game is pretty much wrapped up. I mean, you look at the economy for Holly Molly. You have 3 of the rifles, the FAMAS, and then the MP9. I think Polo, 12.6k to his name. If they end up losing this round, it's not like they can't just still be able to have a full buy for the next round. They rush onto the A site with no regard for human life. Not gonna work out for him, but you know it's the principle that counts.
Absolutely, and they tried hitting really both sides at the same time here. But we're back into a 5-on-3, now a 4-on-2, excuse me. Polo is able to find Larry, but bomb still needs to be collected. They're going to be sniffing out any remaining Holly Molly players close by. When it's down in the vent, and Graves is going to jump down and pick it up as well. I don't think Holly Molly were aware of that. And now, with a minute on the clock here, I mean, they're trying to clear out lobby, maybe make sure no one's on the flank, but that will give time for both Emblem, and I believe that is Sweet Tea. Yes, it is. In heaven. Maybe trying to deny a plant. And actually, it looks like they're deciding to crunch outside. This could work well for them, as Polo's going to look the wrong angle at the wrong time. Flash capitalizing off that. Right now in a 1-on-4, 0-on-4 is Flash. Another multi-kill round for him.
You think they're regretting that P90 and sawed off by?
Oh, for sure. Well, I mean, they've got 3 rounds to play with, so maybe maybe they have some breathing room to work with here. In the case, Holly Molly. So, I mean, they're going to be very happy with that, of course, in the financial sense, but Seb looking to get a bit aggressive out towards Squeaky, finding the first in the round, and this action towards Ramp Room might be changed as he was trying to go for that pick, and Seb's made his way out towards A, able to find one, not able to find that second one though. Sweet Tea with the trade. Man advantage for Holly Molly once again. The momentum slowly starting to shift in their favor on this map of Nuke. And Sweet Tea with the play through Squeaky, able to find one, catch Fugi off guard. Polo's made his way all the way through Hut, able to find one as well. No Sweet Tea is isolated in the back corner of Squeaky, able to turn around and take down Flash as well, but Emblem finally shuts him down, and it is just Legacy. 1-on-2, AWP in play, knows where Sweet Tea is. Molly will not burn her out of place though. 68 HP, able to connect actually through the wall. But it is going to be Holly Molly with 10, and I imagine here Brazen will just save and play the long game here. Ooh, they could actually force though. Polo is on 9K.
It looks like that might be the move here. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. So they're actually going to force up into this round. They lose this. They're going into the last round of the regulation in a very not so good financial spot. Flash, he's going to make his way towards the left side of Warehouse and maybe actually try and scoot his way on through the cross smoke. Graves found that timing though potentially. Might be able to take on Umu, but Flash gets activated outside. That's going to cause some confusion. Graves going to start pushing through as well. Flash finally gets taken down though, but Larry with the trade, and this is back into a 3-on-3 scenario. This is do or die here. Umu's going to get the no-scope though through Ven. How does he connect there? Larry finds one as well, and Fugi 1-on-2 HE towards Heaven. He'll do the damage, but he's got another one as well. That might bite Larry in the dust, but it's only going to do 20 points of health. And Emily's going to push here close towards Tetris, and the Molly with in hand from Fugi will cost him. That's going to be Holly Molly coming all the way back. And now we got a full 24-round game.
Talked about it a little bit before the game went live. Holly Molly having these late game surges. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw Brazen do a little bit ago, where teams kind of start trolling them a little bit and disrespecting him with these buys. You know, they have 12, 13,000 on a player, and they're just, you know what? Let's just play around, you know, and just mess around.
It looks like they were maybe going for a sort of fake A rush here, maybe for some ramp aggression, hopefully, towards lobby. But Emblem's not going to believe that, and I actually respect that a lot. That could have been a round-tossing thing from there, but that's a round-tossing thing for sure. As Seb, the newcomer, gets taken down through the smoke, the spray will connect from Emblem, and Omu won't get activated here with that AWP, but the Molly's going to force him away. And Grape looks to go a bit aggressive, finds the dink on towards Omu. Emblem now back down towards his B-bomb site, looking to maybe try and see if he can connect 1-2-1, but the rotation's going to be good. And oh my goodness, the drive-by from Polo is going to be a little bit better. Takes down Emblem, back into a 4-on-4 scenario. Now, Holly Molly in a do-or-die scenario here, trying to go for overtime. Brazen just have to hold this line as long as they possibly can. They have kits and some util to work with still, but the util has run out for Brazen. Getting into these close-range fights will cost them, and that's one way to do it, as Fugi's able to find that kill onto Larry through the smoke. He's gonna find another one as well. The heroic play won't be good enough. Maybe trying to find another one. Yes, he can. Fugi, the 3K is gonna be good, and that's gonna be Brazen off a hell of a round to take map 1 of Nuke.
I mean, no buy. Going into it with pistols. They get blooded. And they still win the round.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's more of just a testament to the power that we see on Brazen, or if that's just I don't even know. I really don't. I'm at a loss for words after that map that we just saw with the no scope through the wall, the mollies, the 1G impressions. I really don't know, but solid performance out of Holly Molly, being able to bring that back after having a little bit of deficit that they went down, especially early on, bringing it back, tying it up 8-8, and then almost forcing the overtime, which we said, we've seen both of these teams go the distance, but Brazen now up 1-0.
Yeah, and we were talking about it as well earlier in that map. We were saying how like everyone on that roster can be a huge factor in the game. I mean, they're all very good on firepower. And, we maybe mentioned a little bit there that Fugi, I mean, he was a little bit below. He didn't really need to get activated, though. He was like 12 kills, I think, while everyone else was like 16 or 17. Well, now he got activated, He had a heroic 3K with the Tech 9. My goodness, that really helped them over the line there. And they're going to be very happy with that win.
Oh, especially now going into your map pick of Mirage. This is a map that, like you said, we haven't seen Holly Molly get to play too much. And now with this new roster of Brazen, to see what exactly it is that they have in store. But while we let the players get set up, take a sip of water and stuff, go ahead and grab yourself a drink and a snack while we hop over to a quick break. When we come back, we got map 2 coming up, Brazen and Holly Molly.
conversation. You bet it's only one side of love. I hear you saying, you say you like me better all the way. And I swear that I try, but I was so blind. They say it works it if you let them stay. So I count my ties, this is my good. And I'm saying, I've been sitting, resting, and drifting. That was all that I had. But no more, said no more. I faced it. My scars won't have ghosts. No more. You will never love me like I do. I would try to forget you, but I never do. And when I close my eyes, I'll know that you're never by my side. You will never love me like I do. I would try to forget you, but I never do. And when my voice feels so light, maybe I'll be just alright. I never meant to leave you all alone. I'm counting the days that I've been gone. It's sad to say that this is how it goes, but this is the path that we never change. This gravity is pulling me away, and now I need to know, how do I get home back to you? When I'm stuck in this hole that you're looking through, all I wanna do is fall asleep with you. But I'm stuck in this hole that's pulling me from you. How do I get home? So let's take it back to where things began, before that night when it all
Welcome back to Crossfire. After an impressive first map, we have got map 2 coming up here, Mirage between Brazen and Holly Molly in this round 1 matchup here for Season 2 playoffs. I'm McCarthy. That is the handsome Zeph over to my left. And the powers that be, the admins, production, whatever you want to call the people behind the camera, did inform us that we misinformed you about the Mirage games that we have and haven't seen here at Crossfire for either of these teams. Holly Molly have actually played it twice. Once against Resurgence, in which they did win 16-14 in overtime, and then against Notorious, in which they lost 9-13. And then seeing Brazen play it in their first game against Ahsoka 13-9, they did take that. So Zeph, just a little bit of information to go off of. 1-1 for Holly Molly, 1-0 for Brazen. Clearly Brazen picking this map as theirs for this series. You have to think that they have a little bit more up their sleeve than what they have shown us.
I definitely do think so. I mean, I came into this kind of thinking like, oh yeah, this is probably going to be a fairly easy 2-0 for Brazen. But honestly, Holly Molly, I didn't know your game. I apologize for that. You've clearly shut me up, that's for sure. I think going into Mirage, I do think, you know, the whole stereotype of it being an aim map, I mean, it's not necessarily wrong per se, but I do think Mirage is also a very strat heavy map too, behind the scenes. And I think what it's really going to come down to is I think Holly Molly are really going to have to hit that punch in the mouth very early on. I think we kind of didn't really see them play to their full potential in the beginning of Nuke. And it wasn't really until it was too late in that second half, you know, when things really started to get the ball rolling. And unfortunately, you know, losing that last round to those pistols, it always sucks. But you just have to move on to the next map, Mirage, of course. And really just punch them square in the face, honestly, to start things off with. And hopefully we see that here is Holly Molly will start on that CT side and Brazen on the T side. You got any, what's your prediction on the score here, McCarthy?
I'm still sticking with the 2-0 stat line. I still think Brazen is going to be able to secure this. But I did think, you know, we talked about it at the top of the broadcast. It was going to be a little bit closer than the game that we did see last night. So I'm going to go 13-8 here for the side of Brazen.
Sure thing. Smokes towards A, a standard A exec to isolate the jungle and connector area. It looks like they're going to try and force their way into CT once they get the bomb down here. And that's going to force Sweet Tea to back off and really play passive and allow all three of her teammates to rotate here. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath in CT as the trades are going to go back and forth. Turns into a 3-on-1 for Brazen. Larry now trying to clutch out this round. We didn't really get to see too much from him from the start of map 1, but he really started to bounce back at least. Looking to bounce back here, but Seb's going to close out the round. That's going to be a big round for Brazen to win.
Talked about a punch in the mouth early, leaving Larry in a 1v3 after the goose egg stinker that he was having at the start of map 1. I know that was the first map, you know, but coming into it, I feel like that has to be something that sits in the back of a player's mind, you know, throughout that series that had a little bit of a slow start. If they were able to heat up a little bit earlier, you know, maybe the scoreline would have been a little bit different. Maybe we could be in overtime right now on map 1, but nonetheless, that is not the case. We did move on here to the second map, and Brazen opening up, and 2 hero rifles coming out for Seb in Legacy.
Yes, indeed. And Brazen, I mean, statistically, T side is their best side on Mirage. They've currently got 55% win rate on it. And, oh, does able to get the 1v onto great, but Polo with the Mac 10. Ooh, boy. What a shot from him. A little bit of a burst fire there. Don't get to see that too often with the Mac 10. It's just a left click and AD, and there we go. We see it just there as he finds a third. Onto Sweet Tea and Omu. Instantly executed by the peak from Legacy. And a fairly clean round from Brazen.
Surely Larry did not have armor, right? I was not paying attention there. I would imagine he did not, because that was just pure disrespect out of Polo, swinging from chair to hit him there at top nest. I mean, early on, seeing just the firepower, and I don't think we have been able to dive too much into the playbook yet at Brazen. We are only 2 rounds in on their map pick, but T-side, like I mentioned, a 55% win rate. You know, that is quite impressive.
Absolutely, and I also have a question for you. What's the what do you think the FAMAS is a good gun, per chance? I am personally a FAMAS hater. I mean, we do see Sweet Tea on it, of course.
I definitely think it has its moments. You know, I'm not pulling out the FAMAS at any point like that. I'm more of a up-close type of player for myself, so I do like the MP9 in my hands, feel a little bit more in control compared when I have with FAMAS. But again, that's my take. You said you're a FAMAS hater, you know?
Absolutely. Well, Fugi with the Mac 10 finds 2-3, actually. Looking to maybe clutch out the round. Both players low HP, but not able to find it. Holly Molly get there first. And, yeah, we like to see this. Actually, very similar script, per se. We saw from map 1. Brazen going up 2-0, and then Holly Molly with an answer back. But we have to see if they can really hold it here. I mean, money on Brazen. Not looking the... actually, Fugi had like 6k, so he's able to drop some weapons over to his teammates and actually get Legacy onto an early op as well. So that will be very nice. Going to go for that pick, but just missed the cross. Larry escapes that time with the molly. And Deagle on Grape. He will be the weak link here in the server, unfortunately, in terms of weaponry. But it looks like it's going to be a bait and switch here for Flash and Emblem. Towards Balcony, and Emblem just has to stay tucked and not activate at the wrong time. Seb with the fake for the run-up. Oh, but they're aware of that. Molly's going to be good. That's going to allow Emblem to swing out. Not find any, but Seb takes him down instead. Counter Molly as well, of course. Good awareness from Brazen is, well, Larry able to take down one. Legacy with another trade onto Sweet Tea, though. So still a man advantage for Brazen, but the Deagle from Grape might become active here. And actually, Larry's going to find two! A huge two as well as he gets 3 in the round total. Looking for a 4th as well, potentially, but 7 to a 1-on-2 tries to go for the flick. But it's not going to connect, and Holly Molly tie things up back at 2-2 and break that economy of Brazen.
Yeah, gonna be just a little broke on the side of Brazen. Awkward start to the round, though, for Holly Molly. I mean, I forget who that was there right there by apartments, but just getting just a little bit antsy, you know, like you said, just activated at the wrong time, and definitely looked like that was the case a little bit, and the timing of the Molly, dropping the player off and lining up to get the blood for Brazen, but nonetheless, Holly Molly being able to secure the round and even it up at 2-2.
Rushing for this bottom overpass play, maybe try and rush up towards Khan. But Omu is here with this op, but that will might be the one that causes him though. Close range fight won't be good. He's gonna get the Deagle spam kill onto Grape. Sweet Tea chimes in with the one as well. Actually finds the second one as including that. Larry gets Seb as well. And Polo, you've got a Glock, good sir. Unfortunately, I don't think you have a single chance of winning this round. But if you do, it'd certainly be a hell of a play. It might be the play of the tournament.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what my reaction would be to a 1v4 with a Glock in hand, going up against the firepower that Holly Molly has, but yeah, I mean, it would surely be something. I mean, even getting the bomb plant here, which will be denied, you know, it would have been massive for the economy, but we're following a very similar script to Nuke, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, maybe. Hopefully the script this time goes in the favor of Holly Molly, maybe winning 13-11 here. Then we get overpass, if I'm not mistaken, as the decider. And both teams do have actually reps on overpass, and quite a bit as well for each of them. So that might make it an absolute thriller for us, but we've got to finish out Mirage first to see if we can even get to overpass. And Omu, on that AWP posted towards the left side, the right side, excuse me, of the boxes, allowing his teammate to push up all the way through the smoke. But the timing's going to be good. Larry's able to find one. The trade's going to be good onto Omu, but Larry close up, not letting Legacy have time to react to that. And a very good play from Holly Molly, excuse me, to get this mid control early on. And Emblem back towards his B site. See any action immediately as his team starts to fall apart all around him. As the two B players now forced into a particular situation, as Brazen are spread out all across the map. Fugi and Apps, Seb towards top mid, and Grapes made his way all the way through CT and clearing the A site completely. But that's going to allow Flash to maybe find a bit of a timing towards jungle. Maybe they can try and get this A site. If Grape goes down here, that's going to allow the rotation for Brazen to come through. Slowly but surely, they're going to decide to do so. Grape able to get one, but it gets traded instantly by Emblem, who's now put into a 1-on-2 situation. 50-50 shot to figure out where these two remaining members of Brazen are going, and he's picked correctly. He just might hit the jackpot here. As he hears his util coming in, and he just has to activate at the perfect time to catch them off guard. And the high-low swing will be good. Will he be able to find it? But no, Fugi's going to be just one step ahead of him. Wins the round for Brazen as they tie things back up at 3-2-3.
This coin flip to decide really the right bomb site to go to. Worked out in favor, but if I'm not mistaken, I do believe he did get a dink on the player, but even if he was able to win that gunfight, I do think the trade would have came in and we'd still be looking at the same result, but good bounce back there for Brazen after the shaky start to the round.
Yeah, and Larry, unfortunately, top of the scoreboard, but lowest in terms of weaponry, FP9 for him only. And Emblem kill to find the opener in the round. Larry's actually going to find the bomb, I think. I could be wrong, but actually looks like Polo has it instead, so we are okay. But that's going to cause a little bit of confusion on the Brazen side. Down 2 men. And now trying to pick up the pieces of a potentially lost round for them. Got some time to work with, though. An Emblem, well, you found that opener in the round, and you might have to be the closer here for Holly Molly as they've decided to go towards this B bomb site. Larry's going to be holding cap, but go on Legacy. Will maybe activate towards this B bomb site, but Flash, the turn and fade from Legacy won't be good enough, though. He's going to spot these last 2 remaining members, and they're going to start rotating over. The wallbang from Omu Oh my goodness. All right. Holly Molly with their 4th.
That opening kill that we saw on ramp, getting caught holding the HE. I cannot. I've lost count now, but there have been several instances already in this series where we have seen players die holding util, just getting caught at just the awkwardest of times. And you have to think that at some point that's going to be something that they go back in and they're going to try to time these util dumps just a little bit better.
I agree, actually. I think maybe there's a chance Brazen can maybe find that timing there, but fortunately with the pistols, they're not going to be able to do much, though, as they're going to be picked apart one by one as Legacy and Grape go down. And it looks like Polo's actually going to get one with the Deke onto Larry, though. So, all right, taking one down with him, of course. And, oh, hold on just a minute. Seb has found the Glock 1-tap onto Flash. Omu with that AWP. Maybe might not find the kill he's looking for. Seb's going to be close below. The flick, almost good, though. Sweet Tea actually takes down Seb instead. So a 3-on-2, and a very surprising 3-on-2 that is. As, given the buy scenario, but Polo, 1-on-3, just goes for the swing. Tries to get the round over with. And Holly Molly now starting to take a lead here on Mirage.
Larry is activated as compared to his first map stat. 10-5 for Larry, feeling a little bit more comfortable here on Mirage. And, you know, maybe it is just a little bit of a different environment for him, you know, as far as that slow start that he had. Just a little bit of pep talk coming out of that first map. Chalk it up, just forget it, and move on. And Larry has done just that. 10-5, that's opening up, and the guy is definitely playing. What was that Ferrari sweep?
Yeah, Grape. The aim is spicy for him tonight, and
yeah,
nice headshots into the double palace take. The aggression will be punished. And Brazen now getting that bomb down on that A site, and that might force Flash and Emblem to save the A4, and especially that AK-47. The buy is not looking too well going into the next round. I mean, Larry will definitely need a buy, but actually, Sweet Tea and Omu will be good for it, though. So actually, they will be able to force up again going into round number 9. 10, excuse me. I can't count. Math is hard, dude.
it is. Yep.
So what do you think of that round so far? Do you agree with the Palace push there? I mean,
it was both play, both strategy, and it worked out for him. So, I mean, hey, you know, if it works, it works. If not, you know, that's something definitely you're looking back on, and that's a head scratcher for sure. But again, there's a reason why I'm sitting here calling the match, and there's a reason why they're in the server lane, and Emblem's picking up 2 at the end to kind of hurt the economy just a little bit, boost the economy of Holly Molly.
oh dear, and that's actually going to take the AWP away from them as well, and they don't have enough to buy it. Oh, that's rough. That is rough for Brazen, and they're actually, actually, I think it's Holly Molly that just took that time out.
Yes.
So they've got some time to, you know, figure things out, you know, take a breather. You don't want to let this lead slip away, potentially. And Omu here on 8K, so we should be able to buy another op. Ooh, I like this cinematic camera we got going on here from our glorious producer Exploding.
Shout out
Ooh.
production.
Yeah. Showing off a little bit of what he can do.
What about
There we
T-side? You show us anything on T-side?
Yeah, what do you got for us? Anything cool? Anything special?
Or putting him on the spot?
Ooh.
Hey, okay.
A bit of a camera
okay.
raise? Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like a default round here for Brazen is they're gonna lead a heavy 3 actually towards this A bomb site. And no aggression really from Holly Molly, but they're gonna have that AWP posted on the top of stairs towards ramp. Smoke in Palace will deny any chance of Grape finding that pick and catch Omu off guard, but a smoke should fade, and Sweet Tea is in a good spot to maybe find that trade as well. But the bomb's going to be towards this B bomb site instead, and Emblem is going to be here jumping the top balk, and Flash is going to be in close get right as well. So, given the opportunity, if Brazen start to get activated towards this B site, which it looks like they're going to start doing so, dank on Emblem is going to be good. They're going to get activated. They're going to be jumping right through into the crosshairs of Flash and Emblem. This crossfire is absolutely beautiful. A huge triple for these two players. And just when Brazen thought they could get things going on their T side, it's immediately ripped from their clutches. My goodness, I mean, this is their best side of the map as well. Great to try and find a 1v1 towards his ace state, but it's going to be taken from him, Sweet Tea. And an absolutely beautiful CT round from Holly Molly. Nobody going down, and that's going to help them for the rest of the half.
Yeah, Holly Molly as well, giving Brazen, I feel like, just a little bit of space, too, to work with. Almost like they were challenging Brazen just a little bit to kind of, you know, come at them a little bit. You know, they are playing now with a little bit of confidence. They're starting to build a cushion a little bit. That economy is starting to look really nice on the side of Holly Molly.
For sure, and pleasantly surprised at the turnaround Larry has had. I mean, like you were saying, he was 0-11. He didn't get a kill at all in that first half, and now he's really made his presence known through the second half of Nuke and now onto Mirage as well, keeping that form going strong. 12-6, I believe that says, for the young man. And now it's the final round of the half, and Holly Molly are up 3 rounds.
The script has flipped as compared to Nuke. It was a complete 180, but, you know, like we talked about before, map 1, Counter-Strike is just one of those games where it's all preparation. It's just whoever comes with the better game plan. And Holly Molly, I feel like, have definitely done their homework on Mirage. Like we said, 1-1 on this as compared to Brazen's one that they've played. And I think this is one of those that Holly Molly have definitely been in the lab a little bit with, trying to work on. And, you know, when you're going up against a team like Brazen, you want to be able, as you mentioned, punch them in the mouth a little bit and rip it open 3 immediately. It's going to allow you to do just that.
Ooh. Omu trying to get a little fancy with it, trying to get that no-scope onto Legacy, who's going to pull the Stewie 2K and run right through the smoke, and the timing's actually going to be going for his favor. Is he able to find one? Oh my god, certainly not like this. Legacy, how are you in this round still? Okay. We can calm
Ran
down.
out of ammo. Ran out of
Emblem
ammo.
won the rounds.
Awkward timing there.
Yeah.
I was sure I'm hearing chatting a little bit as well. Got to be another jump scare incident, I'm sure.
Yeah, that
Production,
was
work your magic. Oh, it's just a good half. Okay. Just a good half. You like to see it. Great sportsmanship. Round of applause, gentlemen. That's what you like to see.
Oh, man.
We're all about good sportsmanship here at CROSSFIRE.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And a timeout from Holly Molly once again. I believe they only have one more timeout after this, as they used one previously in the first half. So I'm thinking now, you know, in terms of underdog, you know, they are the underdog going into the series. You've got a very commanding lead, you know, I don't want to say destroying Brazen, but really punching them in the mouth like we were saying they needed to in that first half. So I think now they're kind of going through this mentality where, okay, we've got the lead. You know, we could slow things down a bit, play our game, not do anything out of the ordinary that we wouldn't do. Because, if they're able to take down Mirage, that is a very high win rate map for Brazen as well. 5 for 9 on it, 56% win rate. So, like, they have the reps on it. They understand how they want to play together. Obviously, you know, Seb being a newcomer into this roster. But before adding Seb, they had a 48% win rate on the CT side. Not terrible, but not great either. So hopefully looking to change things around with the new addition. And speaking of which, this is going to be this A-bomb site, and immediate take onto Fugi, but Polo's able to get one out of the palace. Omu taken out of the round. They're going to be rushing in towards that CT area. Emblem looking to find the first frag for him, and he's going to find it. Flash from Sweet Tea will be good. They're going to be crunching now. It's going to be an absolute battle in CT. His kills are going to be going on either side of the map, but it is going to be Emblem now in a 1-on-3. Try and clutch out this round for Holly Molly, and that's a good start, but not able to find the second one, though, as Seb, the newcomer, finds 2 in the round and wins it for Brazen, who really needed this to get back into this map.
Absolutely great way to start the second half. Emblem helping out the economy just a little bit. Getting the bomb plant down. Round, I mean, pretty much just looked quite unwinnable. So, I mean, just adding a little bit to the economy is always nice. Have just a little bit to go on for the, if they decide to force here. But looks like it might just be a deagle buy. Maybe get some util coming in. But hopefully this is the last that we see of Brazen being able to kind of kick Holly Molly back a little bit like that, and Holly Molly gets back into their groove.
Yeah, and fun fact, actually, I just saw Polo do that jump from window to catwalk. I have played Counter-Strike since maybe like 2015. All right, so like 10 years in the game. I don't think I've ever hit that jump. Maybe once in like a practice server. I don't think I've ever hit it any other time. So honestly, props to anyone that can make that jump on a regular basis. That is a pain in the butt to try and do, and especially in the crunch time there to try and get into that spot as they're swinging out mid.
Quite a mechanic diff for sure.
There's got to be some sort of like movement guide, I imagine, to maybe help out people. Like, there's no way. Like,
Absolutely.
they're just. Well, I mean, if you're Rops, I guess it's easy. I mean, everything comes easy to Rops and teams in Counter-Strike, but all it comes down to what we're witnessing here. Ooh, okay, a little bit of a. Whoa, by the skin of his teeth.
Awkward time,
Oh, never mind. Finds him through the smoke. Just when he thought he could get away, he gets taken. The smoke. Legacy forced to watch his teammates die all around him as Polo goes down as well in window. Now he's going to be trying to hold this con area. Able to find one, able to find two as well. Pulls out that USP, trying to get this kill onto Emblem. Could potentially change the course of this round. But Seb from above in toll booth will able to find one. Now it's a 1v1. Seb versus Sweetie, the newcomer, looking to shine bright for Brazen. But Sweetie is going to be rotating all the way back towards this B-bomb site, and I think Seb has started to realize this, and that Molly will confirm his suspicions as well. Plant will be good towards Catwalk, and he... Oh, see, there we go. It's good to know it's not just me that misses that jump quite frequently. But Seb, bomb is planted for him, but Sweetie's actually made the fake, actually rotating towards apartments, and Seb should start to realize this, though, as the bomb is planted for him. He's got a kit. No util to work with, though. And no util on Sweetie either. So that is just going to come down to the aim duel here. So Seb taps that bomb. That might force Sweetie to activate. Can Sweetie actually see him from there? I don't think he can. Oh, okay, he can. He can. All right. I'm a little worried there.
Yeah.
Sweetie will win the 1v1, and Holly Molly will find their 9th round and an answer back from Brazen's first from the previous.
Halting the
All right.
momentum just a little bit. Yeah, all right. We're kind of getting back into the groove of things a little bit. Brazen waking up, getting 2 of their own, and then Holly Molly getting their first now of the second half. Starting to figure things out a little bit on the T side.
Absolutely, and a little bit of a score update here for the other stream. We've got Notorious and Team Aether is actually tied 8-8 on Train, map number 2. Map 1 won by Train, actually, taking down Notorious on Dust 2, 16-13 in overtime. So, very... it seems like both games are going the distance, it feels, for the time being. I like this from Seb, actually, playing in this ninja spot. Ooh, I don't think Emblem spotted him. Oh, my goodness. Seb could have the play of the match. Is he able to find one? Not able to find the second one, unfortunately. I jinxed him for that. Emblem's going to get the double kill. Flash chiming in with one of his own. And now Polo tries to make a play here. Good jump towards Sandwich. Not able to find it as Emblem finds a 3rd in the round. And Fugi, let's see what you're made of, good sir. 1v3 to try and deny Holly Molly from finding a round number 10, but he is going to be looked upon down by Larry towards Connector. And with his back turn, the swing's going to be good, and it's not going to be good enough, and that's going to be Holly Molly hitting double digits first.
Really a different game than what we've seen from the first map. Holly Molly looking lost that entire second half. Entirely different team. So props to Holly Molly for putting themselves in the position that they are now with a 4-round cushion over Brazen. But let's not get too complacent. You know, let's continue to keep our foot on the gas. Let's do what's been working for us. Play our game. Brazen, you know, work for the rounds that they have. And send us to a map 3.
Yeah, and, you know, we were talking about it, though. You know, Brazen have more reps on Mirage than Holly Molly do. Holly Molly only having 2, Brazen 9, but this being their 10th, of course. But it seems like it might be the other way around, it feels. You know, Brazen seeming a little bit lackluster on this map. Not something we would typically see from them, given the firepower rating they have among this roster. But Holly Molly have really just been ahead of them one step of the way here.
Which, again, is a complete 180 from what we saw the first map. You would have thought that this was Holly Molly's pick. Nuke was Brazen's, but again, the box score is showing us one thing, stats lines, you know, another. Same with the actual gameplay. Holly Molly has just been in control what has felt like the entirety of this map.
Sure, and Fugi and Polo now trying to maybe save those pistols, maybe try to find an exit frag as, well, they're not able to. And Holly Molly with an absolute statement here on Mirage, an 11-6 lead, 5 rounds ahead of the competition. And, yeah, if you're Larry, for instance, you know, going 0-11 first half of Duke, to bounce back in the fashion he has been, currently rocking 16-10. I mean, the turnaround is quite astounding, if I'm being honest. So good for him.
As well, look at the emblem as well, 18-8. I don't believe they had a good of a map either on Duke. So props to the players on Holly Molly being able to redeem themselves from those. As I say that,
Don't do it.
Almost. It almost happened.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it from Polo in map 1, just going 0 to 100 in the Molly, and SVT almost got it there, but thankfully the nade unfortunately takes him out instead. He's made his way through window and catches off guard Legacy, slipping through the vents. And Grape has made himself aware of this, but the headshot crouch kill will be good for him. Back into a man advantage for Brazen, and if this is a moment they want to come back and take control of Mirage, I mean, this is their time. Man advantage, you know, try and break that economy of Holly Molly, which actually built up quite a bit. And what is Polo doing? He looked like he looked away and then crouched. Not too sure what's going on there. But Omu gonna take down Seb with that AWP towards T-spawn, and they're gonna actually be rotating back towards his B bomb site, where both remaining players of Brazen will be. So maybe they will. There's still a chance in the round, obviously. I mean, they're gonna go for this cat split though. Omu's gonna be by himself without that AWP, and he should spot this Fugi jumping over. He's actually gonna be crouched towards Cat, and ooh, by the skin of his teeth. Omu's made his way through. I think he's actually spotted him as well. The arm might be good. Oh, no, he hasn't. He expects him still on catwalk, but the barrel's going to be good. Grape's going to take him down instead. They're not going to realize that Fugi's here and get right. Larry's going to find one. Not able to find the second. The spray's not going to be good. As Flash takes him down instead. And there we go. Holly Molly with a astounding answer back. Finding map point here on Mirage.
Yeah, 6 rounds to play with now. 4 straight for Holly Molly. I mean, let me ask you, did you think after the performance that we saw from Brazen in map 1 and the absolute just stink fest that Holly Molly was having, come map 2, this is the position we'd be in?
Honestly, no, I really didn't. I mean, what were they down like? I think they ended the half 8-4, and then I think they won the pistol CT side. I mean, there was a little bit of hope there for them. It didn't help. Larry was like 0-11, of course. I know. I think he might agree with me there. You know, he was not really the best half he could have played. But what matters now is that they've turned up and they're giving themselves a chance to actually win this series and upset Brazen. You know, they're 1 round away from seeing Overpass here, and I love me some Overpass.
I'm in the same mode as well. Love me some Overpass.
I'm glad they added it back into the map pool, of course. Kind of wish they kept Vertigo. I know it's a hot take, but not the new Vertigo.
Yeah,
I wish they, the one without the catwalk on the side of A, to kind of look around Packers Heaven.
Very hot take.
Legacy opening the round for Brazen now as he takes down Emblem. Towards the window. Oh, the double nades, like double Kobe, will take down Legacy. And 37 seconds left on the clock here. And it's going to be this indication it's going to be this B-bomb set, but there's no indication for Brazen to start that rotation over just yet. Seb going to be over here with the FAMAS towards that T-ramp. Fugi by himself in this bomb site. Closest one to him will be Polo. And good early smoke from Fugi there. I respect that. For the last 15 seconds. Give him some time to work with. Grape's going to find Larry, though, as he crosses window. He's going to jump right out, tries to go through that smoke. Actually going to get burned quite a bit. Fugi's going to make some nuisance noise here through that smoke. And that's going to be Brazen finding a round. Staying alive just a little bit longer. And Holly Molly, you've got some time, you've got some money to work with here. No need to make some silly mistakes here.
No, I do not think that is the time to panic yet. Hit the timeout button just yet. But I would not give them any more than what they have already given them.
Absolutely, and still have another bit of a buy here for a Holly Molly. Brazen trying to go aggressive towards mid, but fade away. Pretty good as he runs back towards connector, able to escape with his life and full health. Larry tried to maybe punish him there. Seb being put under pressure towards the CT area, but he gets tapped out by Omu, and Larry takes out Grape and Connector. This A site has started to be blown wide open, and that just might be the nail in the coffin, but hold on just a moment. Legacy's getting activated with that AWP towards jungle, taking down Larry. We are back to a 4-on-3. Omu and Flash are fairly low, Omu especially. And the resmoke towards connector will deny Polo and Legacy some breathing room. Fugi's going to be by himself towards CT. In that smoke, as Sweetie makes his way through CT. The crossfire is going to be good, hopefully. But the swing out from Polo is going to be good. Sweetie can't whip the shot here. He's not going to. Gets Polo. 3-on-2 still. And favors Holly Molly, but now it's just going to be Legacy into a 1-on-3. Try and keep the teams alive for Brazen, but it's not going to be good enough. It's going to be an absolute nightmare for them instead, and it's going to be Holly Molly taking Mirage.
Flipping picks here.
Yeah.
Is Holly Molly able to take Brazen's pick? Brazen taking the nuke pick of Holly Molly. And there goes my prediction. Out the window. Had it for the 2, well, you know, but we're going map 3. This really is poetic because we were talking about before we went live. I have not had the pleasure yet of being able to cast the map 3, so this will be a first for myself. So I'm excited to be able to get to do it with CROSSFIRE and with you, Zeph, and the lovely people in the chats as well. Thank you guys for sticking with us through some amazing Counter-Strike action. And as you mentioned, Overpass coming up next. We have got to see Brazen play this quite a bit, but this will be the first time with the new guy Seb, so it's going to be a interesting one for sure. Any takeaways from that second map?
I think Holly Molly did exactly what they needed to do to win it. I mean, they punched Brazen right in the mouth, and not later in the game like we saw on Nuke to really kind of squeeze it back into a 13-11 loss. They did it from the very beginning. That was a 7-5 half on their T side, which is very good. And then on CT side, just absolutely shut down Brazen at any chance they could. I think going into Overpass, Holly Molly, you're riding high here. Especially for the fact now you're back into a map where you have consistent reps on. 2 for 4 on Overpass, 50% win rate. But so does Brazen. You know, they had a lot of reps on Mirage. They have just the same amount of reps on Overpass. 5 maps of it played, 4 for 5, 80%. So this is going to be an all-out battle on which team can really just... It's going to sound a little bit cliche and not make sense at first, but which team is going to be able to play Overpass better. And it's going to come down to these individual plays, you know. In the map 1, we saw Seb going off, Polo, Grape and Fugi, really everyone on Brazen. But now we got to see Holly Molly step it up. As we saw them do it on Mirage. We saw Larry with that huge turnaround. We saw Flash have some pretty big impact as well. Omu, Sweetie Emma, all of them have started to have impact and major impact as well. So Overpass, it's really a 50-50 in my opinion.
What you're saying is that we're about to cook with this third map, is what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. We're about to have some fun with this third map, which we are going to get on the other side of this break. Do not go anywhere. Map 3 of the first round between Holly Molly and Brazen.
We show up in the party, fire than everybody.
We show up in the party, higher than everybody.
We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
and some. You've been on my mind. I could touch the sky. Starlights, I'll be running up in time. Trying to think about you all the time. I don't really need to apologize. I know, I feel like it. I'll be staying outside, yeah, so I don't think about life, yeah. Can you tell me a lie? 'Cause I can't take it, I can't take it. You got me feeling alright, yeah. Every day by your side, yeah. Can you tell me a lie? 'Cause I can't take it, I can't take it.
It's getting harder, you turn my heart up, throw me in water. I'm getting higher, just to feel ya, 'cause I need to. No one knows it, heart is frozen from your poison. Taking the potion, just to feel ya, 'cause I miss you. Oh my God, can't stop you like heroin. My love you got, there's no settlement. I can't pretend that we're nothing. Oh, I think I'm overdosing. I think that I'm overdosing. I think that I'm overdosing. I think I'm overdosing. It's getting stronger, can't take no longer, walking on fire. I'm getting higher, just to feel ya, 'cause I need to. Feels like I'm burning a little bit more, just a little bit more now. Taking the potion, just to feel ya, 'cause I need ya. Oh my God, can't stop you like heroin. My love you got, there's no settlement. I can't pretend that we're not meant. Oh, I think I'm overdosing. 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 It's getting stronger. I think I'm overdosing. I think I'm overdosing. You always make up something, you know I try to pray for you. Even when we're touching, you always make a fussing. Okay, I'm pushing, don't test my patience. I'm trying to pace it. You kept me playing, I try to pray for you. I try to pray for you. Try to play for you. I'll try to play for you, for you, for you.
in what was supposed to be on paper a 2-0 clean sweep for Brazen has turned into one of their biggest fears. A map 3 potential elimination from season 2 playoffs. Holly Molly pushing them to their limit. My name is McCarthy. Zeph to my left here. And this is not at all, I think, what the script had entitled at all for how this series was supposed to go.
No, not at all. I mean, going into this match, we'd be lying if we said we both thought it was going to be 50-50. We both believed that it was probably going to be a 2-0 for Brazen. I mean, just firepower-wise, all 5 of the players on Brazen should be winning this game against Holly Molly. However, Holly Molly, very well known, like we've been saying, to punch other teams in the mouth and just find ways to get back into these games. And while they kind of were a little bit late, you know, punching Brazen in the mouth on Nuke, losing that 13-11, well, they were able to do it very early on Mirage, and win Mirage actually in quite dominating fashion as well. But now, we're on that decider of Overpass, and a map both these teams have quite a bit of reps on from the previous season. Brazen, 4 for 5, 80% win rate on it, and Holly Molly, 2 for 4, 50% win rate. So both teams very comfortable with this beautiful map, I might add. Thank you, Val, for bringing Overpass back. I have been waiting so long for it. They're going to get activated towards his A site. Brazen on that T side, Holly Molly on the CT, and Larry's going to be the only one home, but he does have Sweet Tea close behind. But Legacy, how does he get that kill on Omu? Oh my god! The whip around is absolutely incredible, and the man advantage is in favor of Brazen.
Awkward party moment there for sure for Holly Molly, but you know, works out for Legacy. So if you are a Brazen fan, this is what you want early on after a rough second map, which I have to mention this. That Mirage loss is the first loss that Brazen have suffered in CROSSFIRE.
Really?
6-0 throughout the entire pool stage. That is the first loss that they were handed, and at the hands of Holly Molly. Of all teams.
Wow. That is a certain thing to be proud of if you're Holly Molly. I mean, and now, I mean, sure, you lost his pistol, but the game's still wide open here. I mean, we've seen Brazen win the pistol here on Mirage back in map 2, and then really get shut down here. So I just want to pull up some numbers really quick as well, since Holly Molly are starting on that CT side. They have a 49% win rate on it, and Brazen on their T side of Overpass have a 54% win rate. So both teams are currently playing their favorite sides, I guess is how I would put it. So we might see a bit of a bloodbath here in the first half. And a good way to start it, too, is Graves getting a little cocky, only keeping that USP. Very little players do this in the second round buys, and they're going to full exec onto this B bomb site, but nobody's going to be home. Everybody on Holly Molly was on that flank from the A site. Now they're just going to try and maybe go for these exit frags. Polo is going to be isolated, though, with that Khalil. And back into this corner outside of Monster. But they are going to be aware of that. Wallbang headshot through the fence will be good onto Emblem. Oh, and he's aware of the molly. Towards Flash will force him out. And that's going to be perfect for him, trying to stay alive as long as he can. Not going to be good enough. Beating back 10 to the Galil these kills. Now, a very clean and convincing round from Brazen. They chose the right spot, but the boost in connector could be gifted, but it might get caught off guard as Legacy's going to be close up with this. Ooh, never mind. Back 10. Can he do it? Oh, Omu's going to shut him down. Oh my goodness, Omu gets 2. It does a little bit of damage.
Yeah, just a little bit, you know, let him know that he is ready to activate on a moment's notice. Buys coming in now for Holly Molly, and this is where it's about to get interesting. How are Holly Molly going to be able to react now after the quick 2 rounds that Brazen have taken?
Well, yeah, we're about to see that. Although Holly Molly, that last round, I mean, Omu, those 2 1Ds, I wish there was a display feature, because that was absolutely stellar. Completely beautiful. And, well, now, we've got Brazen running up long, trying to find a timing here on the sound, but Omu's going to be playing behind this tree. Able to find 2. The spray is going to be good. Legacy's going to get one of his own, but Flash gets the trade, though. So a double man advantage for Holly Molly. And Flash is going to be isolated towards his A bomb site as going to be having to rotate up, but the kill is through the smoke is going to be good. That's going to be Flash taken down, but the rotations have already come back up. And now Brazen are stalling themselves out, trying to figure out where these remaining members of Holly Molly will be. And that Molly will give away that there's at least one on this A-bomb site. Slowing things down. Oh, but they're going to push right into Polo, who's going to look away at the wrong time, potentially. Oh, but Polo instead is going to find two beautiful headshots to swing the round quite sharply back in the favor of Brazen. But Emblem now in a 1-on-2. He's had some huge impact throughout this series, but now more than ever, his team needs him to shine bright. And he's going to be creeping up through connector. Bomb's going to be planted for back dice. And Polo's going to make his way through towards heaven, and I think Emblem's decided to just save here. 100 HP, but no kit for him, and that's going to be Brazen finding round number 3.
Yeah, rough economy position for Holly Molly. Just leaving the one rifler up is the best call here is to just save, just take the loss there. Slow start than you would have liked to have had after the performance that they had on the second map. But, I mean, wait, let's address the elephant in the room. Polo should not have gotten one, let alone both of those kills with the awkward timing that there was. But that has kind of been, I feel like, a reoccurring incident that we have had throughout this series.
Yeah, he's been really having a lot of luck. Well, I don't want to say all of his kills have been luck, I'm going, obviously, but he's had some moments here and there where Holly and Molly just have not been prepared for any sort of aggression from Polo, and he's been able to find these sort of openers. And, I mean, he just keeps doing it, and it keeps working. I mean, he's now 7-0 at the start of Overpass here, and looking to extend that. It's going to... Round one's actually going to force Holly Molly back onto pistols, able to force up around this A1S of Emblem. Deagle, once again, onto Omo. We saw him be very flashy with it in the previous round, trying to get that one deke, though, not able to connect as much as he'd like to. Onto Seb, tagged him down to 13 HP. Is that a triple boost?
Yeah.
Very, very happy to see that, actually. Flash alone for connector should be getting taken out here, and that's going to be it for him. But all three members, well, we're on that bomb site. Boost has dropped, though. Bomb's going to be in party.
You got the one rifler, want to get the most out of him, you know? What do? You triple.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really get to see the triple boost too often anymore. I know this is really weird to say because I feel like that's one of Overpass's specialty with boosting. And historically, of course, the Olaf boost back towards the left there on that A-bomb site where the truck now lies, being one of the most memorable moments, of course. And 257s and an A1S. It's full AKs. Maybe catching Legacy off guard if he turns his head one more time, but not going to be working out well for him. Able to find Larry. He's going to start to regress upwards. Connector looking for maybe another frag, but decides against it. Retreats back towards the B-bomb site with his teammates. And no weapon dropped for Brazen. Looking to make this a very clean round indeed. And Legacy's going to be behind this door, hoping and praying someone swings him. He wants these kills, but he doesn't want to take an aggressive fight that's not needed. And that's going to be a good decision from Holly Molly, as they're actually going to back off and save.
Yeah, another save round. Emblem still keeping this A1S alive. And Sweet Tea maybe trying to look for any loose weaponry that he can find. Maybe catch one player lurking. And Grape might be trying to hunt this down, but
He had a moment. A little bit of a moment there where he might have thought to go for it. Could find Sweet Tea, though, but Emblem is down below. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. And Emblem should be able to save this A1S, bring it into the next round. That's going to bode well. He's got 6,300 as well. He could drop one of his teammates. He doesn't really need to, though. Everyone's got enough money to buy, and an AWP on Umu will certify it. Now, if you had to bet your life savings, right?
ooh,
What do you think of the scores this game is going to be? Do you think it's going to be a 13-11, 13-10? What, overtime? What are we feeling?
there's not a lot in the life savings of McCarthy, so it wouldn't be a whole lot to bet. But if I were a betting man with how the game has started out, I would favor it with Brazen. But we have not got to see Holly Molly on T side yet. I'm gonna go with a 13-9. 13-10 at most. But with
Emblem's
the
disconnected.
DC, is the one rifler player that's been saving for the last 2 rounds, finally having an opportunity to come alive, being able to have a full buy round together, and the disconnect coming in. So wait to get an official word as to what what that may be, but nonetheless, the round is still live.
Yeah, round is still live. I do believe some damage was taken onto Seb already from Umu on the AWP towards long. So unfortunately for Holly Molly, Emblem disconnecting won't change the outcome and won't get a replay. But Flash now in a way 1-on-3, turned into a 1-on-2 though as he takes down Gray, but the bomb's been going towards his A bomb site. Now Seb is low. And there's a kit and an AK in the hands of Flash. We saw him on Nuke be very deadly finding the multi-kills. If he gets this kill on the Legacy, this could be a round changer, but it's not going to matter. The headshot's good. It's going to be Brazen finding 5 in a row here on their T side. And looks like it's going to be a tech pause as we try and figure out what's going on with Emblem to try and get back into the game.
Yeah, Emblem has still not reconnected since that mid-round DC, but you have to think as well that, I mean, we saw it early on, you know, with, I believe it was the Nuke early on, they had the DC, and it kind of threw a wrench into the playbook a little bit. And I believe it was also on Holly Molly as well. We saw the DC, so whatever they got going on in the camp, you know, you'd like to see them get that figured out. But nonetheless, scoreline still remains the same, 5-0 in favor of Brazen. Just taking a look at the economy, I mean, again, 3 players, 6,500 or more to their name, and a little bit of a awkward economy piece for Holly Molly. Have like a weird half buy, half save type of deal maybe, or see even a full save depending on what the if we're able to get Emblem back in with 8,100 to his name. Buy everybody, you know, just a little something nice for themselves.
If only Counter-Strike money equated to real-life money. In
Oh,
terms
could
of,
you
what
imagine?
you get. Like, Great would be living larger now. Same with Legacy, 60,
Right.
700 and 7,300 of their names currently in the server. Emblem even doing better than that,
Yeah,
8,100.
for the 81.
What I would do with $8,100, let me tell you, I'd pay off a lot of student loans, that's for sure.
Tell me what you would do right now in the call with Holly Molly. You're the IGL, you're the head coach, you know, whatever position you want to put yourself in. What are you saying right now to your teammates with the position that you guys are in? You're down 5-0, map 3, the playoffs. What are you doing?
Well, I think here I'm telling them, like, look, Emblem had a computer problem. He disconnected. Forget about the round. All right, it's done. You can't get tilted off that. These things happen. I think we maybe saw Brazen happen to them earlier on in the series, and you just got to forget about it. You got to move on. Keep playing your game. I mean, sure, you're down 0-5. You were down however many rounds. Was it like 11-8 on Nuke as well, and you were able to come back and make it a competitive map. So I'm just telling them, maybe just don't worry about the score. Don't worry about it at all. Play your game. Play comfortably, and don't do anything you wouldn't normally do, I would say.
Yeah, take a couple deep breaths, a couple sips of the water, G Fuel, whatever it is, you know, that they're sipping on. Let's get back into the action. Emblem was able to reconnect, and we are live in case that was not evident enough. Umu picking up the first blood, that op in the hand. Big Green making an appearance here on map 3.
Absolutely, and Umu has been certainly impactful with it throughout this series, and he's finding more impact as well, taking down Zeb over towards long. And Fugi, maybe if he hits the shot in the sweet tea, if he decides to do the jump again, I will lose my mind.
I'll give you a crisp high five.
Yeah.
A crisp high five.
Hey, those are worth a lot nowadays, dude, in this economy. Oh, but Fugi. Oh
no.
Nade is not gonna connect where he'd really like it to be, and he's gonna make his presence afterwards. Ooh, okay, all right, great transfer. There was a chance, but there we go. Holly Molly finding round number 1 for them, and a little bit of interesting mid round, we'll say. I mean, it seems like we've had a lot of kind of wacky mid rounds in this series so far, but they won the round, and that's all that matters.
We've had a lot happen in this series. I mean, we saw no scopes through the wall on Nuke, players running through mollies, getting stuck in mollies, players getting caught with util in their hand, players whiffing nades now, you know, in crucial moments such as a map 3 playoffs. But, you know, never a dull moment here at CROSSFIRE, especially in, like I said, crucial playoff moments where it is do or die for these players.
Oh, that's a bold peek from Emblem to make there. Or, oh, not Emblem, excuse me, Omu. As he's trying to stay alive. I'm very shocked he's here. Larry's able to steal a kill onto Drake, though, through that smoke. And oh, no, Omu. The Molly's going to kill him. And that AWP is out of the round. And Brazen will know this now. And they're going to maybe count their devices and back off and try and figure out what they should do in this mid-round here. And in this mid-round, it does seem that Holly Molly are looking to get aggressive towards water here. Seb is looking for this. He's only going to spot the one with close angle, but he's not going to expect Larry once again getting the swing and the kill. 2 in the round for him now. He's going to back off. Polo's going to run right through Monster and try to get aggressive towards the bomb site. Able to find that one onto Scott. Looking to find another one onto Larry, but Larry, a triple. The hat trick for him. Looking to keep this game alive for them. Backing off towards Graffiti. This might be the play, allowing Flash to rotate down if need be, to group up and not take a fight that's not needed. And Brazen have stalled out. 30 seconds left, but they always come back. They always come back, and they're coming right back to this B bomb site where Larry is watching, waiting for the aggressive maneuver. He could take down Fugi here if the timing is right. Oh, but I think Fugi spotted him. The movement from Larry will punish him. And that's going to allow Bomb to go down and allow Legacy to creep up slowly but surely. Larry's not going to expect this. And that's going to be a huge kill in the favor of Brazen. Nowadays, Flash into a 1-on-2. Smoke for Heaven actually misses. Oh, but the name's going to be... Oh, okay. I thought that was going to land right on the top of Fugi. But Legacy closes out the round with the AWP. And oh my god. What a round.
Get a little ahead, you know. Kind of did look like that was going to land right on Fugi's noggin. And bring that down to a 1-on-1 almost, but nonetheless, the op coming in, secure the round there and extending that lead for Brazen back to 5, 6-1, a nice little comfort spot. 9-3 for Polo, 5-3 for Grape. Seb, the new guy, sitting at 4-4, you know, but all around, like we said, this has just been a very well-constructed team. Their game plan coming in has been really put together this entire series, and
what? Legacy.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, we are seeing all kinds of weird shenanigans. We'll put it at that, just shenanigans happening in crucial moments. I mean, can we lock in?
Some might say that might be the epitome of NACS, having these kind of wacky
yeah.
moments. Even like during the most dominant of runs, we've seen some pretty incredible things. The one that comes to mind the most is back in 2019 when Liquid and Energy were 2 of the top 3 teams in the world, and I think Tarek was playing Dust 2 LOL on CT side against Fnatic, I think, and allowed like 4 of them to cross, and he had them all to his back, and he could have sprayed them down, and then he just whipped every shot and died. But
some dark times indeed for North American Counter-Strike.
And those are the days everyone in North America, I imagine, is longing for. But Twist is back on FaZe, so there's something at least, you know? A little bit of hope for NA. Lee's returning back to Liquid. We will see his debut on Philadelphia Blocktober next weekend, of course. But Flash will not allow Legacy to see that as he's taking him out of the round. That's going to be Holly Molly finally finding number 2.
Taking whatever it is that Brazen has given them. Hasn't been much, but Holly Molly are making do with the scraps that they are given, and they have turned it into only 2 rounds on the CT side that they have at the moment. But as you mentioned, both teams right now are playing on their more favorable side, so I'm a little bit worried for this Holly Molly team when we switch sides. So I'd like to see them take the rest of these rounds in this first half if they want to have a chance.
Oh my god, Flash. Oh no. The jump from Polo, I think, really like screwed him there. I don't think he was expecting to jump right on top of that bench, but Sweet Tea with a molly kill onto Polo will actually bring it back into a 3-on-3, but these rifles that have been picked up by Brazen could cause some serious damages. No one's going to be on the flank from Connector, so that's going to relieve Grape from his duties. Help him focus on this A bomb site, as everyone is going to be coming from Bank and Dumpster. That dink onto Legacy isn't going to punish him, though, necessarily, but it will help him back off and escape with his life. Fugi's going to be playing close dice here. Flash at the ready. It's going to be good. Able to find one. Larry gets the trade, though. Put into a very difficult 2-on-2 scenario. Smoke down for the bomb.
I like this.
Hit on Emblem. He's going to stick this bomb. Larry's trying to have to hold the lines. Hold the defuse. Hold the defuse. Emblem's going to find it by the skin of his teeth. And Holly Molly find number 3.
Emblem's going to get away with his life as well, bringing a rifle into the camp of Holly Molly. switching that over because he is flowing with cash as well, along with Umu. I mean, what went from bad has gone to worse super quick for Brazen at the end of that round. And again, like we said, Holly Molly switching sides, a little bit worried. So you'd like to see them get a little bit more out of this first half. And so far, so good.
Yeah, and that is going to start to slowly swing the momentum towards Holly Molly here. And I actually have to point out as well, I think Sweet Tea was 0-6 at that point, and those 2 kills she got in that round were really able to get Holly Molly back into that retake. Props to him for doing so, and looks like Holly Molly decided to go aggressive towards water once again, but it's going to be punished. Grape executing Emblem with a headshot. Grape, the headshot master, I might add as well. It seems like every kill he gets just is a headshot, but it's punished by Omu. AWP once again said his name quite a bit this series tonight. Say it once again here in Flash. Multi-kill master on Nuke. Looking to find another multi-kill here. Able to find one. Looking to find a second one. Not able to find it though. Legacy. Headshot is good. Back into a 3-on-3 towards this A bomb site. And Larry, the man of many talents, playing back towards Dumpster. Playing the retake, but the jump up towards that little edge there might make his presence known. Seb aware of this and holding this angle. Waiting for the aggression to be made. But the time will be starting to tick down now and allowing Sweet Tea and Omu for this flank. But no one's going to gift anything towards him. Legacy, a huge wraparound here, though. Could potentially turn the tides of this round and really certify it for Brazen. But not if Seb's going to find that kill onto Larry. They're slowly starting to get crunched over one by one. Sweet Tea's going to be forced to reload and maybe caught off guard by Legacy. But Legacy, I love this from him. Playing the round, not going aggressive, not making his presence known. But a bomb is not planted for him, though. That's going to activate at the last possible second for Omu. Kill's going to be good for Sweet Tea. Fuki's going to stay inside the smoke. Knife out. Knife out indeed. The DD's coming through. It's going to be a knife fight, and Fuki's going to win it instead. And Brazen finding number 7.
I mean, what timing on the flank? You'd like to see that. Did not rush it at all. Took his time, and it ended up working out, securing a 7th round for Brazen and increasing that lead to 4. And this is what you want to see on the side of Brazen for sure.
Yeah, it seems like we didn't get this side of them from on Mirage, and
Oh.
certainly see it here on Overpass. And if you're a Holly Molly fan, I mean, sure, scores 3-7, you know, maybe you might not have the best round here. I mean, you're on the low buy, maybe try and fight for an 8-4.5. Still not out of the realm of possibility. We saw that on Nuke and went to a 13-11 scoreline. That's a great start. Flash takes out the newcomer of Seb. And that's going to allow Omu to get aggressive towards Long and flank Legacy, but okay, the boost is going to get punished. The rifle picked up, and ooh, if Flash got that kill onto Fugi, that could have been a whole round changer. But now Omu, AK in hand, could go for it potentially if he really wants to, but he should probably just try and save and collect as much util as he can. Fugi is going to be here to deny that. And there we go. Brazen finding number 8.
Not good at all for Holly Molly. He said, especially now, it sounds like a broken record saying it, but it's just something I keep coming back to, you know. The slow start for some of these players, you know, you like to see a little bit more out of them. Maybe we see a little bit of a closer game, and now after this round going into their least favorable side for both teams, actually. But I'm very concerned about Holly Molly, you know, when we switch sides.
Oh, that jump from Omu will cost him. Legacy gifted a frag to open up this round for Brazen. He certainly had a hell of a series, and he continues to do so. 12-7, leading the way. I'm on the server. Oh, a tank from Emblem. Oh, you're going to hate that if you're him. Very upset. 12 HP on a Grape. Picks up that AWP as well. And that might be the nail in the coffin here. Brazen with an absolutely outstanding T-side, up 8-3. Looking for a 9th as well. And I like this. They're actually slowed things down as well, allowing Polo to get some information, pushing outside a monster. The timing will bode well for him, too, as everyone's going to be over towards that A site. Larry is closest, though, in heaven, but Polo's found that timing. Larry will have to swing out to try and see if anything's possible, but the timing will bode well for him, though. Smoke is going to be good. Decides to jump down instead into the site, try and get in to the action one-on-one. It's going to have to be a heroic play for him, but the heaven smoke will still be there. And Brazen have actually slowed things down, waited things out Maybe trying to fake a rotation, but the rotation will be real. They're going to switch back up to this A-bomb site. Seb able to find that opener onto Sweetie as well. Flash going to be close here. Through the dumpster, through the fire and flames. Looking to find kill here. Not able to find it. Ooh, that was close though. And Larry.
Yeah.
Oh, Larry. 1-on-4 for the good sir. 1-on-3 now. Able to find one. Looking to tap out another one. Larry, you better believe he can. 1-on-2. He's not going to have the ace actually to bring Holly Molly to a respectable half score line of 4-8. Still a lot of work to do. Fugi and Seb, the last two remaining, and in good spots as well. It's going to have to take a huge spray transfer for him to work out here. But Seb finds that nail in the coffin. 9-3 half for Brazen and a beautiful T-side as well.
I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we are starting to see the beginning of the end for Holly Molly.
Yeah, I mean, if they're able to win this round here, maybe they can turn that momentum. Like we said, we saw that really slow start on Nuke, taking a little bit of while to punch up in the face of Brazen, but I don't know, a 9-3 half on T side of Overpass. I mean, you're asking a lot here. Polo does not have a weapon. Okay, he does.
There we go now.
A
The
bit
tall
of a-
task at hand, though, for Holly Molly coming into the second half to keep themselves not only alive in this map, but in the CROSSFIRE Season 2 playoffs. Winner of this playing against Neon Lights, who await them in the quarterfinals. We did see take a pretty dominating 2-0 series win last night, but it was then. This is now. Legacy getting one to open it up. He said, you know what, I'm going to back up. I'm going to wait for the rest of my homies to arrive.
Yes, he will, and Larry and co are going to be going very aggressive. And hold on, Larry's actually got a collide there with the Glock. That's going to bode very well for them. That's going to force Polo to reload. Flash has found one as well. That's going to allow Seb and Grape, 2-on-4. Grape put under pressure, 3 HP to his name. Might be out of the game here shortly. And Emblem staying alive here in heaven, put under that pressure from Seb. This is a huge kill, and that's going to be it going for them. Flash going to jump down as well, taking a little bit of damage too. With 2-on-3, Seb only one remaining on 100 HP. Everyone else is fairly low outside of Umu and him. He's going to get taken out as well. Grape, can you do it? A lot to ask of you, good sir. But it might be curtains for the pistol, and it might just be Holly Molly. Maybe starting to get some momentum. Yep, there we go. Flash finding the final kill. 3K for him. The hat trick is good, and that's going to be Holly Molly with number 4.
Let's start with one. It's all it takes to swing the momentum back into the favor of Holly Molly, keep them in this game. Could be seeing just a little bit more out of them now. You can see the buy come in a little bit. Interesting. 4 rifles in a MAC-10. What do you make of the buy?
I think they really don't want to take any chances here. They want to kind of play a little bit more passive and whatnot. I do have to say, because you did mention Neon Lights, a roster change has occurred for them. I don't know who they replaced, but I have an inkling on who it is. I don't want to say it out loud because I don't want to, be wrong, of course. But I am looking at Z-Band's Twitter right now, as I have been told in DMs. He has confirmed found a 5th player, so we will see a new lineup for Neon Lights going into the quarterfinals. So I wonder if that's going to maybe put something on the cards here. Maybe a little bit of weakness, only for the fact that you have to learn. The 5th has to learn an entirely new playbook. But great. Able to find one and find another. Holly Molly with a 2nd round conversion.
Kind of piggyback off of what you said about not wanting to take any chances with Holly Molly. I feel like now they're kind of in that go mode. This is do or die. Their playoff lives are on the line. Lose and they are out. Kind of got to turn on the heat a little bit, and 2 rounds immediately off the rip into the second half. Up in the tempo just a little bit here, kind of putting Brazen on the back foot just a little bit. And so far, so good for them as well.
Yeah, and Polo looks to get trying to get a little bit aggressive towards Fountain there, but he is not going to get punished. He's able to find one and a 2nd one as well. Oh my goodness, Legacy's found a 3rd for the round of 2. It's going to be a triple man advantage for Brazen. You blink and you miss it. And now Larry and Emblem trying to collect the pieces of this fallen round, build that puzzle back up, and maybe see if they can find an inkling of a chance to make this a 9-6 game. But it's a lot, I mean a lot to ask. I mean, you kind of run out of you got a smoke, I think a molly and a couple flashes and an HE you can work with, but you're going to have a big play set up here for either two of them. Larry has been spotted by Polo towards A. Going to be aggressing up towards long. That's going to alert Grape to rotate over from that B bomb site. Need to get active here, but Polo and off angle is going to be good. That's going to be 3 in the round for him. Looking to find a 4th as well, and a huge 4K from Polo to certify round number 10, and only 3 rounds away from making the quarterfinals.
I saw the vision there for Emblem. It unfortunately did not work out, you know, but what a... I mean, let alone those are 2 hard kills to get, but the transfer as well, not working out. As you said, are only 3 rounds away from Brazen moving on to round 2. The CROSSFIRE Season 2 playoffs and sending Holly Molly packing. And it has been a very quiet game for Emblem, and it continues to be as Polo rips 4 right off the rip. Give him the ace. Put Holly Molly in the dirt.
Legacy steals it.
He does.
Unlucky.
Does he really need it? I mean, as well, 17 and 10 for himself. Polo 18 and 9 coming off of that 4K. 35 and 19 for the 2 players over on the side of Brazen. You know, there's some games where these big teams kind of get punched in the mouth like that, and they just come out and they just take over the next map. And I think that is exactly what we have seen on this overpass after the embarrassing loss that they suffered on Mirage.
Man, just take a look at the util here on Holly Molly. Not a lot to work with per se, but hold on, might not need it. Sweet Tea's gonna find that opener onto Legacy. And this is a do or die round, I might add. They bought everything into this. If Holly Molly loses this round, I mean, they're going to go against match and series point of a Brazen roster that has 4 rifles and might only have SMGs here. Larry's going to slowly aggress up here. Grape and Seb are going to find 1 each over towards the A site. Grape's going to get pushed by Omu.
Wait a minute.
Ooh, hold on just a moment. Back into a 3-on-3. And there's been a kill on the other side of the map as well, but hold on, Fugi. Might find the timing here. Might not look for Omu, though. And oh, my goodness. Okay. All right, Fugi, you scared me there for a second. But now it's Emblem, who might be a little scared in the 1-on-2. But hold on. If Seb's jumped up there, that might give him the chance that they needed to get back into this round. Play back in bank. The swing's going to be good. Looking for it. The spray's going to be even better. Polo staying on it. Ooh. A little bit of answer from Polo. A little bit of cockiness as well. And that's going to be Brazen finding not only map point, but series point as well.
His mouse disconnected. That's what the issue was. That's why he kept spraying. The mouse freaked out. He was totally not shooting bodies.
No, indeed.
No, in all seriousness now.
Oh, man. That really went down to the wire as well. And yeah, Holly Molly, take a timeout. This could be your final round here at CROSSFIRE Playoffs Season 2. And, oof. You're able to buy up some AKs. Buy back 10s, maybe. What are you thinking here? You think they maybe do something fast? Maybe try and get that punch in the face they've been looking for?
I feel like you have to. I mean, you're now in a scenario where the wrong move is it for your playoff hopes and dreams here at CROSSFIRE. So at the gate, you just had to go quick tempo. Just immediately just gotta fly onto the site, get a couple quick flashes in, clear out the site, get that bomb down, play post plant, and drop to your knees and pray, almost in a sense that Brazen are not able to have a good retake. But with the level that they are playing at right now, I feel like that is a few and far between chance of happening.
And, well, this is a do or die moment for Holly Molly. Hopefully able to maybe get a pick here, but Grape's gonna, jump spot them. Able to get a little bit of a tag onto Flash. And this B bomb site looks like it is going to be the target. Smoke good, Molly's good, Nade's good. It's all going to come down to this B hold. Are they going to be able to hold it? That's a great start from Seb. Able to find 1, but the Mac 10 is going to be traded. Fugi in the A1 chimes in for 1. No, but 2. Polo gets 1 as well. It's just going to be Larry in a 1-on-3 to keep the dream alive. Able to find 2. Not over just yet. Larry, slow start, looking for a 3rd.
Wait a minute.
Are you kidding me, Larry? Trying to clutch this round 1 by 1 by 1. Now
Got
left
8 bullets.
1-on-1 against Legacy. Not going to be aware where he's at. Legacy down towards Monster. Able to tuck and try and hide here. And he's not going to move either. Ooh, I like this from Legacy, and I think Larry even has the bomb as well, and maybe switch up towards his B-bomb, ace bomb site. But he's waiting for that rotation potentially. And Legacy not budging. Neither player not budging. And all goes quiet across the map. Both players, you got to be wondering what's going through their heads here. What is the call to be made? And like I said, they always come back. And I don't think Larry's going to be able to clear this angle where Legacy is going to be hiding. This should be a done round. But hold on just a moment. Oh, he's going to be looking towards it. Oh, but the time is going to be better. Oh, my goodness, Larry! He clutches the 1-on-4, and he saves Holly Molly from elimination. What the hell was that?
That may just be the momentum swing that Holly Molly needed to keep them in this game. The economy taking a pretty decent sized hit for Brazen. Holly Molly able to still kind of have a decent enough buy off of the 4K of Larry. I mean,
wow. If they come back from this, Brazen will look back at that very round and think, how the heck did we lose that? I just can't believe he got that last kill in the Legacy there. The positioning favored him. Really, he took a bit of a delay as well. A little bit of sleep at the keyboard. And now, still a mixed buy though for Holly Molly off the back of a 1v4 clutch from Larry. Team at 15 for him, and they're going to start executing onto this B-bomb site. Flashes are going to be good, but the trade won't be good enough. That's going to be 4 kills in the favor. Omu, your turn. You're up. 2 kills in your favor. This is a 1v5 clutch. This would have to be better than Larry's, but it's not good enough. Brazen will take the game 13-6 and the series 2-1 as they move on to the quarterfinals against Neon Lights.
I mean, I didn't even really have time to process that round that we just watched. I was still kind of just in an absolute awe of the 1v4 that Larry had. I mean, but we got to move past that, and we have to address the obvious piece in the room. That will be the last that we see of Holly Molly here in the CROSSFIRE Season 2 playoffs. Valiant effort, though. I think it definitely goes without saying that Holly Molly proved, I think, almost as well themselves wrong as they proved myself wrong. I might want to speak for you just a little bit on that. Like we talked about before we came into this was going to be a 2-0 sweep. This was going to be not as close as it ended up being, but it wasn't going to be a dominant performance in its entirety.
Yeah, no, I think you're right in that, and I was quite surprised. I think we both were at how dominant Mirage went. Of course, you know, Overpass a little bit more quieter for the fact for Holly Molly, but if I'm them, I'm looking at this game, and sure, you got eliminated, but you can still be proud of yourselves. You know, you took a map and a very dominant showing off of Brazen with a new lineup, you know what, and honestly, you've seen some brilliant moments in individual plays from these players, obviously the most notable one being Larry's 1v4 there at the end of Overpass. Yeah. But I think if you're Holly Molly, you can leave this series with your head held high and have a good look for the future, honestly, for this lineup.
Absolutely, and I'm sure that this will not be the last that we see of Holly Molly in CROSSFIRE. I'm sure in the future seasons as well, we will see them maybe with a different roster, maybe with a more polished playbook coming into it. But nonetheless, we say goodbye to Holly Molly, and we look forward to the quarterfinals, which we'll see Brazen take on Neon Lights. That is going to do it, though, for us here tonight after a pretty lengthy best-of-3 series, and that was a fun one to cast as well. I just want to say thanks to everybody that tuned into the stream. Thanks for all the chatters, the guys behind the camera, everybody in the watch parties, everybody doing their job. I appreciate you guys. You guys are what make this super easy to do. Thank you, Zeph, for casting this match with me as well and doing a lot of the heavy lifting. I greatly appreciate it. Do you have any final comments before we send it off?
No, not really, other than the fact, thanks for having me, McCarthy. I know this is the first time we've met. It's been an absolute pleasure, my man. I know you said this is your first time kind of taking on that host role. I think you actually did really well. I'm not going to lie. You had very good with transitions and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, that's it for us. Brazen take the W 2-1, and we'll see you guys in the quarterfinals. Take care.
Eyes only looking for the beauty. They don't wanna go, they know me. maybe missing out an opportunity.
I've been trying to.